right, all right, all right.
Woo! We're
Am I
back.
coming?
We're
Am I coming
back.
through 5x5?
You are coming
All
through
right,
five
cool,
by
cool,
five. How about
cool.
me? How about me? Sound good?
Gotcha,
I'm not
gotcha. I can
muted this
hear you.
time.
I can see you. It's
Good
awesome.
stuff, man. Good
Wow, I spent
stuff.
those 2 minutes literally doing all sorts of crap I forgot to do before the show.
Oh,
It's
great.
like yesterday I got it all prepped, and then I'm like, oh, I totally forgot to I don't know, put in the tags, say that had to be subscribers for chats, all the other happy stuff. It's
I
not
seen
made
that
for
coming.
kids.
Yep. Oh, Goofy Foot.
Yeah, that,
That's
that
right,
jumped
man.
into
Kick back.
that jumped into the chat. Like I'm like, oh, hope they're not gonna get pissed about that, but I forgot to turn that on.
Don't want any spam, man. No spams.
All right. Well, first of all, cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
My usual
Woo!
large quantities. That's gonna have to last me until I go streaming tonight. Oh, let me change our background to be something a little more different. There we go. Do we like
Wait,
that
wait,
one?
wait, wait, wait. Streaming tonight. You're gonna stream. What are you streaming?
Tonight will be some more Legend of Zelda. I got some makeup
Oh,
time. We get into what we're playing. I'll tell you why I've got some time to make up. I made a boo boo that I'm not sure a lot of people will make, but yeah, I made it, and the game
I,
doesn't
I, I,
compensate for it.
I sure seen it.
Well, no, different than that boo boo. That
Oh,
that boo boo. We will share that boo boo.
great, great.
All right, guys. All right, so I'm got enough to do here. You are in charge of chat. I promise I'm not going to touch any of the
Yeah,
chat. I
man.
swear. All
I
right.
got this. I'm good.
Cool. Now let's go ahead and pull up the those huge ass show notes we have, aren't they?
Yes, we do, man. Yes,
I
we
mean,
do.
it went
Good
well
stuff,
into
though. Good stuff.
2 pages, but that's what happens when we take a break. So let's see here. Let's go through the usual. What have we been doing, playing, yada yada yada. Sean, kick it off. Don't tell us
Woo!
everything about
I'm
this
not,
one
man. I'm
thing,
not gonna
okay?
say
Because
it. I'm just gonna say Street Fighter 6, and it's taking over my life, man. It's seriously just taking over my life. I work, I clock out, I eat dinner quick, and I'm playing for hours. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. But what an amazing game! I'll tell you more in a little while. Fortnite. Of course, I've been playing that. The season ends Friday. I'm pretty satisfied with the cosmetics I got. I unlocked all the stuff I really needed. Can't wait for. I guess they're gonna put in dinosaurs the next season. I seen some
okay,
Transformer
that's odd, but all
leaks,
right, I'll go with it.
Raptors, Transformers. Apparently,
Now,
Optimus
yeah,
Prime.
if you can ride a freaking raptor, I'm gonna play. All
Well,
right,
you're gonna
you
play
just let
because
me
you
know
can.
if no way
Yep.
you can ride a raptor.
Yep. I think they're gonna get rid. They might get rid of the vehicles, and you're gonna have the
No, no,
Raptors.
no. I want to ride a raptor and have it come at you while you're driving a Jeep. I want to jump on the
Oh,
effing Jeep
that.
and have the raptor pull you out, and I shoot you in midair, and I win.
Uh, I mean, you could talk to the developers to maybe
That
put
that that
something
would be the
together.
most killer clip if anybody was able
That
to pull
would be,
if
man. That would
if it
be
was
cool.
able to happen and if someone could pull it off, that would be the perfect way to go ahead and get your chicken dinner.
So I don't
Oh,
want
wait,
to like.
is it called chicken dinner in Fortnite or is that the other thing?
Other
That's the
thing.
other thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, man, I can't wait to see what happens. It ends on the 9th, and yeah, see what the new season brings. I hope they get rid of a lot of the swinging stuff, get rid of the Spider-Man BS, get rid of the OEM gear. Just please let people
Much better.
start shooting on the ground and not flying all over the place. I would like that a lot better. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. I hope for a great season. I got to look at this comment quick because someone actually said this sucked.
Really? Okay. Well,
Let
then,
me.
Jason, tell
What?
us.
How do you think about the boogeyman, Jason? But yeah, man. I've been concentrating on the Street Fighter 6 that we'll talk about. The Fortnite I'm satisfied with, and I haven't touched it. I've been checking the store. I have not been playing Fortnite at all. Again, I've just been all about Street Fighter 6, and I'll tell you why. But how about
That's
you,
awesome.
man? What have you been playing?
It has been quite simple. It has been Last of Us Part 1. I tried again on my Steam Deck once. Wife and I were watching TV. She went to sleep. I was like, I don't want to go all the way downstairs play on the computer. Steam Deck's right there. I mean, let me turn it on because I had it docked. And sure enough, I turn it on. What's the first thing I need to do? Download a patch. What's the next thing I need to do? 15 minutes of shaders. What's the next thing I do?
Uh,
I jump in. I'm in a cutscene. I watch the whole cutscene, literally 10 minutes. And to tell you which one it is, it's the one at the ranch house during the horse rides. You know what I'm talking about?
hmm?
Okay, so I'm already upstairs. I'm at the cutscene right before the last gunfight.
I'm with you, man.
So, I watch the cutscene, and as soon as it goes towards, real life play, I probably get about 10 feet down that hallway, and it freezes. So, never playing it on Steam Deck again, ever. I streamed it the other night, though. Played well. I think you were watching me that night when I
Man,
streamed
yeah, looked
online.
great. Yep.
The only issue I had was a disconnect, and I think what I've learned is one, always have my Ethernet plugged in. Two, turn off my Wi-Fi.
Oh
What
yeah, there
happens is,
was a little bit of issues there. I thought you were done for the night, and then here
yep,
you were continuing, and I thought there was a problem on my end. There
yeah.
was a little bit of wackiness, but hey, it happens, man.
Well, what it ends up happening is, and I don't think this is the same for all laptops, but my MSI laptop will go ahead and run simultaneous Wi-Fi and Ethernet. And if the Ethernet thinks it has any hiccup, the Wi-Fi will kick in immediately, and that screws up streaming horribly. So I have to implicitly turn off my Wi-Fi and then plug in my Ethernet, and all is well. And right now I'm using this killer dashboard thing to make sure I prioritize which app gets, what priority in my streams, and it's all better now. Last night I did 2 hours and change and had no problems. I also had no viewers, but I had no problems. But the second game is Tears of the Kingdom, and been playing that a lot. Matter of fact, see, Vader was on the other night, not last night, but I think the night before. I think it was Sunday. He was busy just doing. He was watching me in the background while he was finishing off his last 8 accomplishments in Jedi Knight. Fallen Order. Is it Fallen Order? I know it's.
Jedi Survivor. The Fallen Order was
Yeah,
the first one.
okay. I think he's in Survivor. So
Got that
correct me
right.
if I'm wrong there.
Got that right.
And we'll be talking about that later.
Yeah, man.
All right. And so, one thing is really cool is having somebody hang out with me, even just one or two people.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean, I actually was last night hanging out with Rexer on one of his streams. He's trying to hit 1 million in Donkey Kong Jr. Streams a couple times a week trying to do it. And it's kind of funny because I feel the same way. Even if nobody's watching, at least it's being recorded for what I'm doing in case I wanted to see something, or like maybe I did something cool in game, like, oh crap, I wish I could have shown that to somebody.
Or
I
if you
could
do
go.
something really bad and you clip it and you just get made
I
fun
don't know
of.
what you're talking about. I have no.
Still not
Oh,
close enough.
where did you find this? Are you blackmailing me?
Yes.
Shit! Hit the wrong button. Hello. Sorry, everybody, for
That does
me
not get
cursing
old. That
really
does not
loud
get
in your
old.
ears. And then I get
That's
this
great.
little
When you're not
comment
paying
here in the
full
bottom left in a
attention and
second. Let's
you
see.
Press dive instead of paraglider at the last
That's
second.
great. That
Oh
alone
my
was
gosh,
definitely worth watching. Just oh man, that was great.
So that is one of the cool things about streaming your games. So I'm playing Zelda on a 24-inch screen. I'm not playing it on a 65-inch TV, leaning back in my recliner. But then again, I am in a pretty decent chair. This chair. Who makes these, by the way? GT Racing. I've had no problem. This has been in my house for a couple of years now as a Father's Day gift. Probably one of my favorite Father's Day gifts. And actually, I work in it 8 hours a day now, and then I use it for streaming. So it's a
I am
trade-off.
I am so glad to hear such great things about Diablo. I have
Diablo's
not heard
always been that
anything
way.
negative, and I'm just glad.
Always.
I'm glad I can't wait to jump into it, man. I have it, but I have not jumped into it because of a certain game that's taken up my time that I can't put down. But once I'm done, I cannot wait to play this game, and I'm going to be new to it. I played Diablo so long ago, and it was okay, but I've heard so much great things about this one that I just can't wait to jump back in again. And it looks like an absolute blast, man. As far as the class goes, I want to be Necromancer. So
Necro's always a cool class.
see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, when I played Diablo 3, I don't know if I looked at it. Did I show you what my hours were on my Switch?
For what game?
Diablo 3?
No,
I didn't show it that night?
no, I forget.
Ah.
There was like a big. I forget what game it
I
was.
mean,
I don't know if it was. What was it?
Oh, that
Overwatch?
that was Asphalt 9 that had thousands of hours.
Oh, that, yeah.
That was flipping insane. All right, just knocked over my green screen.
What
Thank
up,
God I didn't have it pulled
Al?
up. BRB, I'm getting my Switch really, really, really fast.
Go ahead. Go for
Da
it.
da 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 da. Let's
What's
see.
up, Head Shake?
I'm back.
See,
It was
and
fast, I promised you.
I love hearing like people just get hooked, man. They put the game in, they get hooked, play for hours and hours and hours. That's what I want, and I'm a big fan of Gauntlet Legends. So seeing the view of Diablo, and I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this game. I can't wait. I really can't wait to start it.
All right, so if I remember correctly, you had to have played the game recently to see your hours in your profile. So I'm going to have to go find Diablo really fast under all software. Let's see. Mark started playing Diablo 3 the week before 4 came out. Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, and I picked up the Diablo. There was a collection, the previous one I bought. It was so cheap. I bought that, but didn't even have time to play it.
Oh, man. I can't play it because that's when I actually own a physical media. So if I go to play it, it won't, won't do it, and it won't show up now in my recently played. So I can't tell you the hours.
Oh,
It's got to be 300 or something. I'll
damn,
look it up for the next show.
damn.
Well, I mean, okay, if you've played Diablo 3 to the end, raise your hand or do something in chat. I did. And now raise your hand again if you watched the entire credits roll. Okay. That adds about 2 hours to your playtime.
Wait, credits?
Yes,
Credits?
in all honesty, the end credits to Diablo just roll on forever and ever. It makes a Marvel movie's end credits look
What?
short. No, I swear it had to be over 30 minutes. Literally.
Wow.
Easily.
What did you just want to? Did you want to just enjoy the
I was
credits,
just
or was
checking
there a
it
way to
out,
skip it? Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No, okay. I wanted to make sure there wasn't something like after the credits that all of a sudden
Gotcha.
you're doing something new now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, and I kept watching just in case. Movies have little bloopers and stuff, and I was like,
There are
I
some,
don't.
yeah, especially like music changes. I love that. I do like the
Mhm,
music changes where you're like, you watch so much of the credits, and you're right. There are games where something does happen in the middle,
mhm.
and then it changes back. But I always hit that skip button. I have to be with Al. No on the credits. But there are some times, especially if I hear about it in an article where it's like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Then of course I have to watch it all.
Let's see how long Diablo 3 credits. I promised I wouldn't go down a rabbit hole. What do I do in the first few minutes? Rabbit hole. All right, 53 minutes.
Wow.
There's
Hey,
actually a YouTube.
if there's some good music playing, man, I'll clean the house up, whatever. I'll let that play, and that's that. So,
And that's
thanks
the
for getting
original
out
because
there,
this
I'll
video
put
is from
that down.
10 years ago. So, yeah,
But dude,
totally.
my buddy wasn't even going to pick up the game, and I showed him a character someone made, and they're just like, "That is so badass! I need this game." and Necromancer, it's so cool, dude. Awesome face, skull face, spikes, skulls, just loved it. I can't wait to play it. But again, there's a game taking up my time, man.
All right, well, let's move on so we can get to that discussion. This I'm going to burn through this fast because it's
Go,
been
man.
two
Go.
weeks. You guys haven't, heard from us, and I'm going to burn through the what I've been
Endless.
watching.
What up, buddy?
Because of course we know that our friend here's gonna have a very short watch list. So TV,
What?
burn through it. I finished season 1 of Citadel. Boom. I kind of like it. It was only like 6 episodes. Um, it's a spy romance, a lot of things turning. Every time we change scenes, something's a little bit different. I liked it. Let's see, series finale of Ted Lasso. I think they wrapped it up so nicely. Put a frigging bow around it. There were things you didn't even think you cared about being wrapped up that all of a sudden, in the last couple minutes, holy cow, they wrapped that up too, man. That's cool. Nailed it. I thought it was great. I also finished Mr. Robot. I don't know if I told anybody that. That was a real, oh my God, kind of thing at the end. The last episode and a half, took what you thought you knew about the show for 30 something episodes and just totally said, you know shit. Let me tell you what's really happening. And you spend the last hour, hour and a half going, okay, why didn't I see that? Uh-huh. Oh, you're kidding me. No way. And you end up the whole thing going, yeah, that was a mind F in a good way. So, and when I made a comparison to your neighbor agreed with me to Legion, yeah, I'm way spot on that one. If you enjoyed Legion and that wasn't too much to wrap your head around, but you liked it, kind of like people like, hammering nails into their hands. If you enjoy it, keep doing it. But if you enjoyed Legion, then you are really going to enjoy Mr. Robot. Trust me.
Man.
For a first season, you're going to be like, what the hell is Scott talking about? Second season, you're like, okay, I see where he's going with this. Third season, you're like, holy shit, I got to start taking notes. By the end of season 4, you're like, I want to watch the whole thing again because now I know. So, yeah. It's not.
You had to be muted. You're spoiling.
I didn't spoil.
Oh,
Did I spoil?
I don't know who he muted. I don't know.
I didn't think I was spoiling anything.
I don't know.
So
he hasn't finished the second season. He's just getting into it.
Oh well, again,
that's why.
yeah. All I said was things got wrapped up nicely, and that could be all sorts of things. And trust me, you got a lot you're getting into. You're gonna enjoy it, Endless. You really are. Let's see. Gosh, what else, man? Still watching The Blacklist actively. We're almost done with the first season of Tehran. That's an Apple TV Plus spy show. And if you don't like reading subtitles, you're screwed if you watch that show. Literally, the whole thing is, people talking in Iranian and Israeli and Turkey languages. 85% of the show is reading translations. Yeah, but it's still, we're enjoying it. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan just finished the first season. It's been a while. We've been wanting to watch that, and I enjoy it. I like it. I've read a lot of the books in the Jack Ryan series. Love them to death. And this quirky little show that somebody said he's watching, and I figured it's been on my Hulu list forever. I'll give it a try if he says he's watching it, because now we got something to talk about. And so I think I've watched an episode or two of What We Do in the Shadows.
I just noticed you popped that in there. I see that now. Yeah,
that was on there before you wrote it. I'm just saying.
Awesome, awesome, dude. And I'll get into it too, because you're going to talk about it. I love the movie. Tell me you watched the movie.
No.
There is a movie.
Okay.
So watch the movie first. It's different actors, but man, that's what I mean. I love the movie. I don't know what took me so long.
Is the movie as campy as the show?
Yes.
Because the show is practically making fun of itself.
Yes.
The first 2 minutes are making fun of itself.
Yes.
It's
just that comedy, dude. I love it. I absolutely love this show. But go ahead, continue.
Well, and again, they're doing it in the style of a documentary. It looks like.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if all 4 seasons go that way, but I'm finding it interesting. Movies, burn through these. Finally finished Zack Snyder's Justice League. Justice is Gray. Can I say 4 hours and 2 minutes? Yeah, I can. Actually, wife said she wasn't going to watch it, so I had been trying to watch it piecemeal. And then all of a sudden I started watching it one night in bed while she was trying to fall asleep, and she's like, "Oh, that looks interesting. Have we ever seen this?" Yeah, we saw the Joss Whedon version, but that was 2 hours long. She goes, "Hold it. What do you mean?" Okay, spoiler alert, 15 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Starting now.
Endless. Mute again.
She was like, "What do you mean Superman is dead?" I said, "That happened in the first movie." She goes, "Did we see the first movie?" Okay, you guys can come back now. Spoiler alert's over. You can come back now.
You didn't give us enough time. People were probably like leaving the room, and you're just like, "Oh, here it is, spoiler."
Fine. So what the wife and I did was I actually watched, the last battle of Batman v Superman, because she had totally forgotten about that movie. I'm like, no, this is what happened in Batman v Superman. Oh, okay. This is why this story is this. Oh, so what did I have to do? Start watching Zack Snyder's Justice League all over again because she got interested. And I'm going to say we killed it in 2 nights. For us to watch a 4-hour movie in 2 nights, not bad, and totally worth it. And I was reading some trivia along the way, and it's like, oh yeah, Steppenwolf's character totally redone. Creepy paper. Oh, sorry, love it. I I saw that scene 3 times, and I still laughed my ass off. So yeah, I thought that the Zack Snyder version of Justice League was great. It is a long movie, a lot to watch, but they redid so much just for that.
Welcome,
Jason S. in the
Jason.
house. I mean, even the one of the main bad guys, Steppenwolf, in that movie, they said they redid his character solely for the Zack Snyder, version. I'm like, really? Did they really? Sure enough, I went back and watched the regular Joss Whedon version. Yeah, it's totally different. So cool. All right, keep moving on.
Hey,
Rubicon.
but at least I had something on the show notes that I did what we do in the shadows. At least I had something.
All right, finishing my movies. We watched one on I don't know, something Hulu called Rubicon. You don't have to watch it. It's basically one of those the world is ending. We're on the space station, and what are we going to do about it? Things. There you go. Enough said. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. We enjoyed it. I mean, Zach Levy is just a great actor, hands down. If you haven't seen him in one of his premier roles as Chuck in the TV show Chuck, you're missing a lot. You're missing a heck of a lot. Have you seen that show before?
Nope.
Very similar.
I'm missing a lot of shows.
Okay, I'll give you the premise, and you're going to be like, yeah. No, different in Rubicon, Rich Waddell. This is just a flat-out movie, and it actually uses a K instead of a C. And it's a lot of foreign actors. Chuck, oh my gosh, how do I summarize Chuck? Chuck is a guy who works on the Nerd Squad or Geek Squad at a Best Buy kind of place.
Look at all the love for Chuck. A lot of love for Chuck.
And well, not to mention the female lead on that. I'm just not going to say. You're going to look it up, and you're going to be like, I'm watching the show. I don't care what it's about. No, I'm serious. Check it. And so by some weird, whatever coincidence, he now gets all this, not superpowers, but all of this knowledge. Think about in the Matrix where you said, I want to learn Kung Fu, and now you learn Kung Fu.
Yeah.
He gets this thing stuck in his head that basically, yes, Yvonne Stravinsky.
RB Wings.
So RB Wings knows what I'm talking about. Yvonne Stravinsky or Stravinsky. Anyway, look it up. But so now he has all this stuff stuck in his head. They can't get it out. It was meant for another super spy. So now this normal guy turns into a super spy working with a hot female super spy. Enough said. The guy who played Chick is that same guy who plays Shazam. I'm losing it. Chuck. Yes, that's why we're talking about Chuck. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Anything Zachary Levi has done, which is, Chuck in this, great to watch. Totally great. Let's see. Knock at the Cabin. That was a weird one, but we had to watch it till the end, and we did, to see what happened. Last but not least, a Netflix movie, The Gray Man. Been on my list for a while. It's one of those.
So, hold on. Hate to cut you short, but
Go.
The Gray Man was on Netflix. All those other ones were on what?
Knock at the Cabin may have been Netflix, may have been or may have been Peacock. I don't know.
Because I just got rid of Max. just because of The Last of Us.
Shame on you. I think Shazam was on Max.
Great.
Because it's DC, so that would make sense.
I'll watch it next year when I'm done with all these great games.
Man, you just got loud. Zack Snyder's, yeah. Justice League was on Max. So, okay. Enough TV and movies. I've given you guys
testing. Am I still loud?
You all of a sudden just went right back down. You were loud and you went right down.
Weird, man.
I know. And now I'm going to go ahead and look up Chuck trailer. We're going to get a whatchamacallit, a takedown notice, but I don't care. I really don't.
Dude, I loved Last of Us. Last of Us was great. Great game, great show. Hell yeah, Mark.
Okay, so that go full screen. Say we are presenting a screen.
Oh yeah, man, and I got rid of Max just because Last of Us ended. So once Last of Us comes back, I'll get Max again.
Here we go. That is not playing. It hates when we go full screen. Let's do it that way.
That's from it's from
Hey!
Japan.
Because that makes it better.
And there is the second reason to watch the show.
Oh,
I'm totally a guy talking that, all about that.
come on, Chuck, do something! This all started when I got an email from Bryce Larkin.
Security brief.
See, Bryce had been working for the CIA when he stole a whole bunch of government secrets. Big important secrets. Really scary, nasty, you get killed for having them.
We're only going to watch about a minute or less.
Next thing I know, these super secrets are downloaded into my brain. Which means every moment of
Oh,
my life
he's great.
is in danger.
Yep.
There's nowhere I can run, is there?
Not from us.
He's also an awesome actor.
Yesterday I was making $11 an hour fixing computers. Now I have one in my brain. What are you gonna do with me?
For now, you go back to your own life.
We've already watched a minute 20 of it.
We'll protect you and you'll work with us. Trust me, Chuck, it's all gonna work out fine.
All right, we're going to take that off the screen because that's just, bam, way too much. All right, that's what Chuck
Looks
is all
good.
about. So yeah,
Looks
guy
good.
gets a thing stuck in his head, turns him into a part-time spy,
Of course
and
you did, Brady Goat. Of course you did.
see, if you like Chuck, you will like Leverage and White Collar. Yes, both are good. Actually, White Collar's got the actor who played Bryce in Chuck. So there, boom. Get that all related. How does that grab you? All right, so what else have we've been doing? You did some other stuff with your time, right?
What did I do, man? Well, nothing crazy, but I did go to SmackDown. SmackDown.
So
was a
how
great
is this stuff this close to you? I mean, you don't live
Well-
that close to the big cities, do you? How close do you live to
we
to
have
Philly?
well, Philly's like an hour and a half,
Okay.
but we have an arena here, which is the Mohegan Sun Arena, and that's only 10 minutes away from me. And SmackDown was there. Of course, I wasn't going to miss that, dude. It's just so close to home. We could drink at restaurants nearby and go to the show. It was great. It was absolutely a great time. Had great seats. I didn't want like a lower level where there's just like the seats where it's just like flat. So like if someone stands, they're in your way. I like being a little bit further in the back, not like top. I don't want the top seats. Just it's like lower level, which is perfect, and it's raised up a little bit. So if anyone stands, it's fine. A blast though, man. I've been to about 3 live shows in the past year, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm finally getting back into wrestling. I took oh my god, I took a long pause from it. I didn't know what the hell was going on for the longest time, and I love everything about it right now. WWE is great. I want to start getting into AEW. I hear great things about AEW.
There
but-
she is.
But yeah, it's a blast, man. WWE is an absolute blast. So I seen Raw, I seen SmackDown. Raw is actually coming back again to this area, which I'll be
Cool.
going again to November 6th. So it's a blast, man. If you haven't been checking out wrestling, give it another try. It's great. It's a good time. But that's it, dude. That's my time has been with SmackDown and gaming. That's it.
Well, Tanya, we were actually talking about you earlier because why did I mention Tanya? Oh, because we were talking about me finishing off Mr. Robot, and her and I both liking that as well as Legion. So
Tanya
All right.
watches a lot of stuff.
she does. Me, I have not been doing too much other than streaming. I injured myself like 2 weeks ago this Thursday. Thought I gave myself another hernia, which when you're 55 is not a beautiful thing. So far, doctor thinks I don't. Still got to get a few tests and just taking it easy. So that's kind of why we canceled the show last week at the last minute. The doctor was going to get me in early on Wednesday morning, very early, for someone who starts work at 1 p.m. Yeah, getting to a doctor early is a big thing. So we just decided, you know what, let's just let me get a good night's rest and go to the doctor first thing Wednesday morning. So far, so good. No surgeries planned. Don't think we have any hernias going on. We heard that Warhorse is on Heavy Metal Titans. Okay, there's where I'm going to be ignorant. Warhorse, band or a
Wrestler.
person?
Wrestler.
Wrestler. Okay, all right. Sorry.
You're good.
That guys, in case you haven't noticed, that's my ignorance. Is just wrestling is not up here. I don't know why. I just don't have enough brain space,
that's
and yeah, lots of other useless trivia. Trust me. But wrestling, I gave up way, way, way back. Let's see, when Ric Flair was actually not old and wrinkled. That's how long ago. Yeah, that's when my dad and I used to watch it. So, well, I think we covered all the small stuff. It's time for that big, big, big topic of this week, because we had a couple of minor big topics, but I think our biggest one, and I'm going to throw this quote out there, and then you're going to tell us why.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Because everyone knows I talked about the fact that
Hold on. Before you even get there, before you even
Okay.
ask that, I don't even know what you're going to ask. I really don't. But I got to say, the AEW game, is this like older wrestling games? Is this like Nintendo 64 type style? Because I have not really looked into the AEW game. But if it's like that, that'd be badass. That's what would
I
make
thought
this
it
game
was supposed to
different
look pretty good.
than anybody else. I mean, I would love for something like that, like the old, just like the old Nintendo 64 games. Maybe
It's
a
Fight
little bit
Forever,
better.
right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, upcoming sports video. AEW Fight Forever. Developed by Ukes and published by THQ Nordic. All right, and now we got to find an AEW Fight Forever trailer.
It is,
AEW.
dude. Jason, it's like the Nintendo 64 game. That's sick. People are gonna love the hell out of that. Then it is
Let's see.
inspired by Nintendo 64 wrestling games. Awesome. Then I'm for it, man. I'm for it.
Official announcement and hit share, because this
I'm
is what we
for it.
promised we would not do tonight, because we had so much to talk about, but screw it. We're doing it.
Do it.
This will definitely get me a takedown. It's only 26 seconds, so it might fall under the fair use. So far, it's showing me nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, anything goes in your main event tonight.
Yep, that's totally it. Okay, let's watch the early gameplay.
The first ever All Elite Wrestling console.
It is, man.
now
This
has a
looks-
name, AEW Fight Forever. But along with that news, we also got some new glimpses of in development.
This footage
gameplay
courtesy of
featuring
IGN.
AEW stars Nyla Rose and Chris Statlander. Let's check it out.
Well, that's not N64 graphics, that's for sure.
That gameplay though, that looks. I mean, of course, it looks better than what Nintendo 64 had, but it looks like an upgraded Nintendo 64 version,
All right, let's
which
skip
is really
a little
nice.
further ahead.
Good stuff.
And for more on AEW Fight Forever, make sure to check out the game's official teaser trailer.
And again, that early gameplay was courtesy of IGN, in case they want to, give me a copyright strike. All right, stop sharing that.
Cool.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Great games in June, man. Great games in June.
Even
But
has
yeah,
a few
what were you
wrestlers
talking
from
about?
original
What were you-
WCW. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So yeah. One of our main topics tonight, and we got a couple of minor ones.
What is that? What's
Well,
the main topic?
you and I were talking about a game, and I played the beta of this a couple weekends ago. This was the open beta for the online play of Street Fighter 6. So I got to experience, and one of our viewers got to experience watching me go through the whole tutorial. So let's take 3 minutes. Took me an hour, and learn all the moves. I assume you had to do the tutorial also, right?
Now, the tutorial, was that on... Did they give you an option for controls?
Yes, and I went for 6 buttons.
Okay.
So I went for
So
the
you
harder
went for
of the
the
two.
you went for the classic. You went for the
I went for classic,
control.
yes.
Got you.
So on an Xbox controller, that was A, B, X, Y, right trigger, right bumper, is what it was. So yes, and then I had to master all of those moves, blah, blah, blah. And then I went to do the multiplayer battle arena. But that's all I got to experience, because that's what the open beta for free was for. They wanted to test out the battle
Gotcha.
arena. So that's all I got to see.
Damn.
I asked you about it, and you actually threw out the phrase. I'm going to go ahead and say this out
Go ahead.
loud, guys. That Sean said this could be the fighting game of the year for 2023.
I'll back
Now,
you up on that. That's
before he
exactly
tells
what I
us-
said, man. That's exactly
Before he tells
what I
us
said.
why, let's see what the numbers say about this game so far.
Yeah.
1 million players over opening weekend. 1 million unique players. Now, they stay here in this tweet that the concurrent player count beat out Mortal Kombat 11, Tekken 7, and Street Fighter 5. I decided to look into that. So I went ahead and went to SteamDB, which looks up these kind of things. And as of 1 o'clock yesterday, these were the stats on all those games.
Amazing.
So, and that number still holds true. The all-time peak 3 days ago, well, actually it's 4 days ago now, was 70,573 unique people playing at the same time on Steam.
Yep.
And that's only Steam, because this is on other platforms, is it not?
Yeah.
So picture this, because this is on Xbox, PlayStation 5. It's not on, it's not on Switch, right? So it's just basically Xbox, PlayStation,
No,
PC.
definitely not. Yeah.
Okay. So, but Steam alone had 70,000 concurrent users playing at the same time. In the last 24 hours, they had a peak of almost 59,000. And when I took a snapshot of this yesterday at 1 o'clock, it was 46,000 playing right now. Compare that to the all-time peaks for the other games. Mortal Kombat 11 only hit 35,000 on Steam. The Street Fighter 6 beta, that was only up for 2 days, hit 32,000, almost 33,000 peak players.
All-time peak is nuts, dude. All-time peak is crazy.
Yeah, Tekken 7, 19, and the Street Fighter 5 itself, 14,783. But if you look at how many people were playing right now, that left column there was still 4,500 people yesterday at 1 o'clock on Steam playing Mortal Kombat 11 and 4,300 playing Tekken. Actually, I think I bookmarked that. Okay. Was that at your house or my house?
No, dude, that was your house.
They're freaking outside, okay? I haven't let them in yet. So
they're excited for the numbers. That's what they're
I bet they are.
celebrating.
Holy crap, that was kind of almost scary. All right, so let me go ahead and share the screen and we'll look at the numbers. They won't be sorted, but we can go ahead and look what the numbers are as of right now. So right now there's 49,000 people playing the game. And let's see, didn't I have the top 5 comparisons? I thought I bookmarked that. I guess it didn't like the fact that I changed it. So yeah, I'd have to go ahead and do a quick compare with others. And let's see, who else is, let's just add up the other 3. Who's playing Mortal Kombat right now? Boom, add that. And who is playing Street Fighter 5 right now? Boom. And compare. Okay, so 3,200 people still playing Mortal Kombat as of this very moment. 49,000 right now on Steam playing Street Fighter 6. And in the last 24 hours, almost 54,000 is their peak.
Woo!
Pretty darn strong. Oh, no, actually, I had it bookmarked. It was right there. Ha! All that work I just went through. Still 2 people trying to play the beta that's closed right now. I don't understand.
Hey, they're not.
Don't know what they're doing
though.
here, but they're still trying to play that beta that doesn't play anymore. It's closed. It's gone. It's done. But yeah, pretty strong statement. Now, again, I didn't play anything but again the tutorial and then the online. It's my understanding you haven't done the online, have you?
I have.
Doesn't sound like it.
Well. I tried the hub. I went to the hub
Okay.
and I checked that out, man. And I loved what I seen. It's just really cool to show off your character, whether you customized or you're using just whatever it is, who you're trying to be. Emotes are cool to show off. there's also, which I don't want to spoil. There are games made by Capcom that you could play, old games. Find it out yourself.
Okay, Easter
But
eggs.
yes.
Well, I mean, you kind of expect that because the hub is basically a bunch of back-to-back video game consoles that you sit down at and you play. You're not really.
Well, you can play each
it's
other.
kinda like-
You can sit down at a machine, and then someone else, of course, can sit across from you and
and you play them.
you.
Yep.
Or which
Or
is
you can
really
monitor.
cool, yeah, that's
you
what
can
I
spectate, yeah.
love. That dude, you can just watch up. You can walk up, spectate, and watch them battle. And
It was
I
kind of
love
weird. The
that.
first time I did that, it actually played a match in fast forward to me, and it freaked me out because I literally watched a match play, a 2-minute match in 10 seconds. I was just like, okay, these guys really know their moves. Oh wait, no, it's going fast. Okay, I was like, scared the hell out of me.
Now, Mr. Chip, it's two different things, man. Street Fighter 6 compared to Lego 2K Drive. If you're going to spend that much money, if you are going to spend the $69.99, put your money towards Street Fighter 6. And I'll tell you why. Because even if you're new to Street Fighter, let's say you played 2 and that was it. Street Fighter 2 Championship, that's all you played. What's this?
You see it?
There's nothing. June 15th.
I'm
what
looking
is it?
here. Let's see.
Is there a new The Sims? I think a new Sims add-on is coming out June 15th.
Makes you wonder if you're gonna see tomorrow.
I don't know what that
What-
is.
What is that on my
It
sound?
sounds like a new movie.
It does.
Yeah, it sounds like a new
what
movie.
is on my screen right now?
What up, Carl?
Just wasn't right.
What is that?
You know that
Oh, the new Mortal Kombat trailer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Show that later, dude. Mortal Kombat trailers later.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just take a look. That's a different Mortal Kombat than I'm used to.
Oh yeah, that's not Mortal Kombat.
What are we gonna do about it?
What is this?
About to light up those critters.
Hey, that's me.
That's you.
Take this, man. Hey, that's me. Look at me dancing. Woo. What is this chaoticness? What's going on? There's so much happening.
Slayer's always ready.
That Phoenix is literally on fire!
Whoa. This ain't an NBA Jam.
The Slayer's in trouble! Fight on, princess!
What's going on here?
Where's Shotgun Sean when you need him?
Hey, I'm right here.
Glad you make
Hey.
Pardon? I'ma quit eating my boogers. Here, Marvel says Magic Juicy gives you an extra special hack. Magic Juicy makes me fart like my nana.
The vampire's about to get dusted! Come on, Colin!
War horse! Welcome to the slaughter! Rain down fire!
Grenades go kaboom!
Kaboom!
Look at that.
All right, there's been enough people, dropping hints here in the chat,
They
so
have.
I had to go ahead and share that with y'all. And matter of fact, I have to ask,
I loved it. How awesome is that?
Sean,
for my name
is
to be
anybody
shot out?
allowed to stream gameplay prior to the 15th? Is
Ooh, I
that
don't
something that is
know.
allowed or not allowed? Because
I
we've
don't
seen
know.
some gameplay on other shows before. So, I'd like to ask those folks in the chat that might be related to this project in some way, shape, or form. Is this able to be streamed prior to the 15th or just teased? Just want to know because Sean and I want to do a lot.
Hey, there's permission.
Sean and I want to do a lot of stuff for this game. Matter of fact, I've been trying to stream.
There it is, right there. No, we got it. That's all we need.
Because I've been trying to stream, at least every other night, stream a game, and as I've told you guys, right now it's just 2, Last of Us and
Look at the
What you want?
permissions.
Okay,
all we
I
need.
see lots and lots and lots of permissions here. So, yes, I do. I do have that key. So, now, Sean, may I ask you, you want to stream with me sometime in the next week?
I sure would. Definitely,
Cool.
man.
We could do that. We'll do a little streamy. What we'll do is I usually stream gameplay on Twitch, but we'll do it here in this channel sometime. There'll be a surprise announcement going out. We'll try to give some fair warning, but yeah, we'll set aside some time to do a little bit of streaming,
Which is nice,
And,
man, because it won't like I could easily hook up my Steam Deck to the easily hook up my Steam Deck to this and have the
you
gameplay
realize you
going,
can play
'cause it's not like
Steam
a-
on that, right? It's a computer. You can play Steam on it.
I'm new to all this. I don't know. I'm new to the whole
How many monitors do you have?
3.
Yeah, you could pull this off. Okay, you can
Good
play
stuff.
Steam on one,
And I'll do it.
Have this on the other, and it's only going to see one person's point of view. Only one of us is going to stream the game to the public. But yes, since it's going to be
It'll
co-op, they'll see the game. So there. All right, we will go ahead and definitely do some co-op gaming here in the next week. And
will,
who
and-
knows? We've got so many people here in the chat related to this project in one way, shape, or form.
Big time,
Is
dude.
it possible?
Big time.
Is
This
it possible
a long
that we could
time
actually get people on the mic? Or wait, hold on. What's that other thing that we have going here in the stream? We have a microphone, and what's that thing? Oh, hey, yeah, we got a camera too. So if I'm throwing this out there for y'all, everyone in the chat, you let us know if you want to be on the show. We got time. We got a slot. We got cameras. We got everything. So you guys let us know, and we can go ahead and do that. And that is enough advertising for now.
But Tanya, I'm new to at least hooking up like consoles and stuff to my computer, so it's all on my TV downstairs. So I'm new to that.
Yeah, it's actually quite easy if you're doing it here because you can just do what I just did. You can say share a screen, and it'll pop in just like that did. So just like I can share videos, I can go ahead and share gameplay all day long.
Oh, Julie,
we're-
it's such a great game. Like I can't wait for other people to enjoy this. And game release for iArcade, as far as I know, is to be announced. But on Steam, it's going to be on the 15th, and you could wish list right now. So you
Yep.
could go on Steam and wish list that game.
Yep, June 15th. It's on my wish list.
Heavy
and
Metal Titans.
I also have that in my
man,
library.
even if I was not, even if I was not in this game, the music, just everything about the game is great. It's a side-scroll shooter, and it's a blast, absolute blast. I've been
Now, and here's another feature that a lot of people aren't aware of. You play Steam. There's a feature out there called Remote Play Together. Sean, are you familiar with that feature?
yes.
Okay, so basically, even if Sean didn't have himself a license to play this thing before the 15th, I probably could just go ahead and launch it myself with mine and say, hey, I'm going to send Sean an invite. He'll just remote control to my computer, and we'll be playing together. So you could actually get somebody hooked on this game that doesn't own it. Once June 15th rolls around, you invite them to play with you. They're going to play just like they were sitting on the couch next to you, whether they're in the next room, next city, next country. And then once they get hooked, they can go ahead and buy it themselves. Boom.
And Rich Rodello, there's going to be some little extra stuff coming to the iArcade version. So I definitely, again, recommend you getting the Steam and the iArcade because you might see some differences between the both. But
Well, I did hear a few names on that trailer that did remind me of iArcade.
yep,
Just
which is going to be a little bit more on iArcade. So it's a blast, man. It's something that where it's a collision of both. People want classic retro games. People want modern games. This combines both. You've seen it in the trailer. This is like there's so many things. There's so many different games you could think of that could combine both of them, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait for you all to enjoy it on the 15th on Steam, TBA on the iArcade.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And I believe Polycade sometime soon too.
You did say that earlier.
Yeah.
So I have not played myself. I literally just got my code today, and I got it right before getting ready for work. So it's going to get installed on my
And these
Steam
guys,
on
man,
both
again,
computers.
A lot of love, Chris Williams, Renzo. Oh man, you guys hit me up a while ago. I appreciate you so much for even just giving me the opportunity to be in the game. It's awesome, absolutely awesome. Thank you.
Coolness. All right, so now that I totally sidetracked you from where we were going,
Yeah,
I do believe
what were we talking about?
we were
McDonald's?
talking about a
Burger
game
King?
that's at the
Oh.
top of this list here. So Street Fighter 6, those are the numbers,
Oh, that
but
game.
that's just numbers. I want you to tell us, and again, you're very spoiler free. We all appreciate that. What it is about this game right now that you could honestly just tell us that at the beginning of the show you told us.
That it's a
I
pickup game of
I
the
wake
year?
up, I go to work, and well, go to work. You work because you work from home just like I do. You work, and then you probably either
game,
are
dude.
eating
I
while you're
eat-
playing this
eat my
game,
dinner
or
and
you
I-
eat
yeah.
while you're working, so that you don't have to eat while you're playing the game.
That too. That too,
So
man.
tell us why this is
There's
so
a reason
big
why.
a deal.
There's a
I want to
reason.
know. I want to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it right out there. I am not a huge Street Fighter fan. I was not. I love Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and I like Street Fighter
Like
3.
that thing that's right back there.
Oh yeah, dude, love it. That's my favorite. But Street Fighter 3 was great. Everything after that, I was like, whatever. I'll get it on a sale. It's cool. It's another fighter. I'll try it out. Great. Street Fighter 5 came out. I waited for a huge sale, $10. Great. It's a fighter. Two people going at it. Great. Veterans, of course, are going to pick it up as soon as it releases, just like with Mortal Kombat, whatever. But it's the same old, right? You're just waiting for the next version to come out. New fighters, whatever, better graphics, go at it. Cool. Street Fighter 6. Now, when I first heard about it, I had no interest. I really didn't. Street Fighter 6 release, great. People who are really good at Street Fighter 5 are going to enjoy the hell out of Street Fighter 6, great. But
and from what I saw, just doing the tutorial and the battle arena, yes, I agree with you. In the past, I used to go to fighting game tournaments all the time. I know it's really hard to believe that this old guy would do that, but once a week or twice a week, I would go to fighting tournaments. I competed in Smash Bros, but at those tournaments, they were all fighters. So I was watching Tekken, I was watching Street Fighters, I was watching Smash Bros. I'm not even sure what other stuff I was watching. It was just a bunch of people with hitboxes and fighter sticks, fighting sticks and everything. And I was just watching a whole bunch of stuff while just getting ready for my tournament. So I'm used to seeing this kind of stuff. And then, again, like you said, I was used to watching just the one-on-ones, and I watched plenty on Twitch of the big tournaments like Evo and things like that. By the way, if you like fighting games and you've never watched Evo streams, go watch old ones. And when it comes out live, watch them live, because it is incredible to watch some of these top tier players play fighting games like Street Fighter. And Street Fighter 5 was a big one in the last Evo. And watching people get somebody into the corner and totally abuse them. And on top of that, having top-notch people commentate on these tournaments. When you're at a big thing like when you're at a big place like Evo, the commentators on that are damn near as good as they are for any sport you'll ever watch.
But
if you like the entertainment of and the facts, like someone who's like talking about baseball, basketball, football, wrestling, and they're spouting off facts just off their cuff while they're talking about what's happening on the screen, and it's all blending together. That is the quality of the commentators you get on an event like Evo.
Well, you ready
So with
for
that
this?
said, tell me about the game that's different than just doing one-on-one.
Well, I want to go off
Soul Calibur, he's right. Soul Calibur 2.
I got to reply to your comment just now and say, when you're in a battle, when you're in a competition, guess what? There's commentary. And it's absolutely incredible, dude. It's like a wrestling game. They tell you what's going on. They tell you everything about the two wrestlers. It's nuts. It feels like you're playing a different game. So that's just on that mode, though. That's just on on the battle, the competition mode. Let's talk about what makes this game different than everything else. So
cool.
you have your, you have your story, you have your arcade mode that you have on all the other Street Fighters. You have your one-on-one, right? Okay, cool. That's not going to make me buy this game for $70. It's not. Sorry. I mean, if you're a veteran, yeah, you're going to buy it and you're going to enjoy the one-on-one. You're going to like the classic controls. You know the combinations. You know the combos. Yeah, go for it. But the customization, first of all, is top-notch, fine-tuned. Make a character however you want it, and you can mix styles and moves. If you want moves, like if you want to mix Ken with Cammy, with Chun-Li, with the Honda, you can. If you want to mix all those moves together, you can do that and battle other people. But that's not it. It's not just about the one-on-one battle. There's a world tour mode that I knew nothing about. I did not
open world mode. Yep.
I did not know nothing about this. I did not play the demo of this until I just seen the review of people saying World Tour is incredible. World Tour is the way to go. So I said, okay, screw it. This game got a great review and it's different. Even if you haven't played any Street Fighter before, you jump into this game, it's going to be different for you compared to all the previous ones. And it is. What makes this game stand out more than Tekken? What makes this game stand out more than Mortal Kombat is the World Tour mode. What World Tour mode is like Yakuza. It's like a Dragon. It's
you said that earlier.
It's a completely different game. If they didn't put, they could have made this a completely different Street. It didn't even need to be Street Fighter 6. They could have did like a Street Fighter with some other title, and it would have been a great release. The World Tour gives you main missions, side missions. You get to learn so much about your character, other characters in the game. You get to
what you're saying to me right now. What I'm hearing is I'm hearing side quests as an RPG kind of guy. This is what I'm hearing.
That's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is.
And public service announcements for you guys looking at the screen while Sean's telling us all about this. If you're a digital kind of guy or gal, CD Keys has the standard version of Street Fighter 6 for $43.09. So if you're a digital kind of person, when you save yourself $25 plus, you can go ahead and get the game cheaper. And also, the demo is still available on Steam to play for free. It doesn't have all of the modes, but it does let you try it.
And I'm hoping the demo mode lets people allow different controls. Because let me tell you this, veterans.
I believe so. Yeah.
Veterans are gonna love classic mode because you're just how to use moves, and even as far back as Street Fighter 2, you're gonna want to use classic mode. But for someone that's new, someone that's new, maybe even dynamic mode is better for you. They have dynamic, modern, and classic. So modern uses a 3-button control system. So you have like a low, medium, high. As long as you know the combination, you're able to use just those 3 buttons and do your combos and do your moves. Where dynamic, as long as you're on offline and you're not online, you're able to just hit one button. If you want to just hit let's say you have a younger kid in the family, whatever, not so good at fighters, they just want to hit like one button, you can hit the punch button and you'll be doing combos left and right.
Yeah, and then that's very similar to, as I've always said, if you enjoy a game but the controls are driving you nuts.
That's what I was afraid about.
And this could be anything, not just fighters. I mean, remember we talked about Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Yep. You could go ahead and play on certain difficulty levels, but you know what? If really all I want to do is mostly experience the game and everything else, and I don't have to worry about if I'm hitting A, B, X, B, X, C, Y, D.
Not knowing the combos, not knowing the special moves, you could easily hit the dynamic. And you're good to go. AI will help you with that. But I love modern.
But to your point, that will not work online because that's considered cheating.
Big time.
That's almost like if you were to have a fight stick and you had turbo and macros. Yeah, because trust me, like I said about those tournaments I told you about, they literally will check your fight stick and make sure you don't have anything modified.
Good,
Even hitboxes are extremely looked at when they go, all right, hook it up. Let me make sure that you're not, you can't sit there and just hold a button. So that's very good that dynamic is not on the online battle, because that would really skew things.
And the World Tour mode, like you have a little story mode in the arcade version. You get like a little story when you choose your character in your battle, and then at the end you get like maybe just like 20 seconds of story mode. World Tour is where it's at, though. World Tour, you're able to travel to all these different locations, meet characters in the game. The facial expressions are insane. I've never seen Blanca as realistic in this ever.
Oh yeah, Blanca looks.
Than I did now.
Almost movie quality.
My jaw dropped. I'm like, it's nuts. It's absolutely insane.
Let's see if this demo does any of what you're saying justice here.
It's an art.
Hold on, present, share screen quickly, and
It's
boom.
on canvas.
They look incredible, man. They look amazing.
And the customization of your character is also a cool thing, because you can change body type, hair type,
Anytime.
everything. Yep.
Our creativity.
What is that new character's name? I forget his name.
Luke? That's Luke.
Luke. Yeah.
He's badass, man. I love
Ryu looks like he's been left on an island for a while. He's got that whole big old beard going on and stuff. I picture he's been spending a lot of time talking to a volleyball or something.
Yep.
All right, let's see if the next one shows us a little bit more here besides that.
Now, the World Tour, when how you battle people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, play that.
Well, I'm hoping this shows some of that.
Oh, dude, this is when you meet him. This is when you meet Ryu.
Oh, that's cool. By the way, if you like Ryu, he's the only character playable in the demo.
Opponents I had to overcome.
So this is your character meeting him.
My journey knows no end.
And he's your sensei.
To do what I have always done.
Oh yeah, everybody is. Like
Okay.
whoever you meet, that is, you could talk to them anytime. You can learn their style. You could be Chun-Li anytime. Learn some moves.
So this is how you learn the moves, is you train with these other characters.
You
Okay,
train
that's
all
cool.
the other characters. Yep.
Masters,
All these are like little cutscenes. But again, it uses the character that you create. It's not. This isn't like a movie clip. This is like really in-game stuff. She's badass too.
probably worth
Guile's awesome.
show business.
Yeah.
That's Cammy. I believe that's Cammy.
That didn't look like her, but okay. I mean, it's a whole Captain America kind of look for her. Oh yeah, Dalcine looks totally different in this.
JP?
To set the world under his heel.
JP's badass.
A veritable madman.
When you go looking for strength,
Honda,
like a game.
DJ.
This journey doesn't have
Luke.
Luke's great, man. Luke's really damn good. But
And Luke is who you train as in the beginning. At least it was for me.
And you could always switch that up, though. That's the cool thing. Like you can meet Luke, then if you like E Honda, you could immediately be like, "Oh, E Honda, train me. I want all your moves. I
Cool.
want your style." You could change that anytime. There's fast travel, so you don't got to worry about using up so much time running everywhere.
Listen to your girl.
Oh God.
Oh, that sounds like my daughter. Okay.
But again, the World Tour is what makes this better than anything I've seen. I'm more of a Mortal Kombat fan, and honestly, Street Fighter 6 puts this over Mortal Kombat. Tekken has a new one coming out. I feel
They do. And a fun fact about Tekken, by the way, though, and I think I told you this earlier today, but I haven't shared it with the group. Tekken is actually in the Guinness Book of World Records. It is not only the only fighting game, it is the only video game franchise to have the longest running storyline. Tekken's storyline starts in 1, goes through 7, and will go to 8. It never rebooted. It never went ahead and did a spin-off.
That's true.
It is
That is
literally
very true.
the same storyline from 1 through 7, and it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for that. Fun fact, keep that for trivia night.
But they need to do something, man. They need to. Something needs to come. Whether it's gonna. All right, hold on. Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat coming out. Maybe that will bring something that will, change up what's been happening with Mortal Kombat. Maybe
Well, I mean, it is a reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's supposed to take the same original characters and do a little bit more on that storyline of good versus evil. What I imagine they're doing here, and this is just me, is taking everything up to 11 and then taking the best stuff that people liked in the movies and kind of mixing it together and putting it in a pot somewhere.
Put something extra in there. What? Maybe it was like what was that? That Sub-Zero one, Mortal Kombat Mythologies. Was that Mythologies?
Oh yeah, Mythologies. Yeah,
Something
great.
like that. Something
good.
little extra in there that again makes it different than all the other fighters. Don't just bring a game out that's a one-on-one fight. And the crypt was cool. I like Mortal Kombat with their crypt. That was cool. You unlock some stuff, but make something even more. That's what makes Street Fighter 6 different. The hub is awesome. The world tour is absolutely amazing. The world tour makes this game so much longer than what it is. Like you could spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on the world tour. It's incredible. You have to experience it for yourself. If you were just been like, okay, there's a world tour mode in Street Fighter, I'd been like, okay, that's cool, whatever. But you need to experience it yourself, especially if you like a Dragon, the Yakuza series. You need to see this. It's just great. They did such an amazing job with this, which is why I say, which is what the thumbnail says, I feel this is game of the year for a fighter. For a fighter. That's why I say it's game of the year. There's just so many options. You can spend hours on this. Mortal Kombat, who knows what's going to happen? Tekken, I really don't have. I don't know how Tekken's going to be. It looks beautiful.
This answers the question from Headshake TV. Tekken 8 is on their website with a TBA release date. The original release date, by the way, for Tekken 8 was April of 23. Between April 23 and March of 24 is the original released window for Tekken 8.
Now, does it look beautiful? Yeah, veterans are going to love the hell out of it just because it's what they're waiting for. They want a new Tekken. Okay, you know the combos, you know the moves, go for it. But again, Street Fighter 6 shows itself better than all this because you can be new to this game. You get 3 different control types, and there's love for no matter if you're a veteran or a new person to this, you're going to enjoy this game. You really
now,
are.
Sean, they got 10 screenshots here on Steam. Tell me what I'm looking at as I go through them. This is the first one.
City, this is the world tour. This is where you start out. It's like in New York City. Because like they even have like the red steps that they have in New York City. This is New York. So Metro City is where you start out. And which is really cool. To the right of this, it's not shown on the screenshot, but you're able to change day and night. And day and night has different missions. There's different missions at night. There's different missions in the day. And dude, it takes seconds for it to load. When you fight people in the street, which is absolutely, it's quick. It's the quickest I've ever seen. So you want to battle someone, it takes a second. There's no loading. You hit the square button and you're in a battle and your background becomes what you're surrounded by. So imagine that, dude. Imagine like, Street Fighter has so many different, stages. Oh, where you want to fight this country, this country, this country. Wherever you fight somebody, that'll be the background. You want to fight someone here? The background will be the arcade. It's wild, dude. Absolutely wild, and it's so quick. It's great.
And what am I looking at here?
This is the hub.
Okay.
Here you're able to just walk around and see people's creations.
And you could actually interact with these characters that aren't at the actual stations.
That's correct. You could be like, "Hey, man, you want to fight? Hey, you want to join my clan? Do you want to just add me as a friend? Whatever you want to do that." Or these two people fighting, walk up to their arcade machine and just hit spectate, and you're able to watch them two fight. And it's just like the Killer Instinct machine on the arcade 1-up. Because if you go in there,
and that's similar to what Big Blue does as well.
It speeds up to where they are, and
Yep.
then it continues. So that's how that is. But
And then
the
that's what I was
hub's
saying.
beautiful.
I actually went to spectate a game that was in its last few seconds. So I watched 1:58 happen in about 10 seconds. So, all right, let's see what else they got here for shots. Okay, this looks like it's more of
This
the
is where this is the world
the
tour.
game world.
This is where you're going to meet Chun-Li. So Chun-Li is standing right there.
I
You
see
can
her.
go ahead and
Okay.
talk to her. Big world, man. Big world. This is just again the world tour. Just walking around. He's probably going to destroy those barrels right there. When
Okay,
you
so
destroy
practicing a
certain
move or
things
something.
in the world, you're able to get some add-ons. This is a parry. Chun-Li looks like Ryu is using a move and Chun-Li is parrying that, which is an easy L1 on the modern configuration for the controller. So you're just easily able to parry that, hit a punch button, hit him right back.
It actually wasn't that bad on classic either, because again, it's almost the same move that he's doing for offense that you do for defense, and then you flat out just reverse it and do the same move he just did and kick his butt.
Yep.
So-
Again, man, it all depends what people are used to, which is great. If you're new to the game, dynamic, like I said, is great. Oh, this is he's about to do a special art move. And these special art moves just look incredible for each character. It looks like you're watching a movie, which you're not, but it's amazing seeing this. You have
It almost looks like it's doing a little bit of bullet time kind of stuff there is what it
Yep.
looks like it's implying it's doing. Okay.
Yep.
And this also looks like an art move.
This and all the colors, man. This is something new to the Street Fighter.
Very much
game
so,
too.
yeah.
And it's beautiful. It plays perfectly. Normally, I wouldn't be about this. I'd be like, oh man, they're making this too cartoonish. No, they did this perfectly because you know just when a special art is coming, you know when a parry is coming. It gives you that opportunity to go ahead and counterattack.
Okay, this is the kind of game that I would honestly only play while streaming, because if something cool like this has happened on the screen, I'd be like, you know what, I want a 30-second clip of that.
Oh yeah.
So I would definitely go back and look at my stream on Twitch and build a clip,
And
just
another
like I
cool
did
thing
of
is
that other one I did.
there's a great camera mode, man. There's a great camera mode that's in just your regular fight like this,
Mm-hmm.
or just being around in the world tour. You can do selfies, which is cool. It would be like, oh, do you want a selfie with Chun-Li, and you can change your poses after you do certain missions and just
You know,
do,
it's
like,
funny you
certain
mention that,
things.
because I noticed something like that in Last of Us Part 1 when I was playing it. That there's actually a camera mode where you can go ahead and change the perspective just to take shots.
Yep.
I thought that was
And
weird.
I love that.
Okay.
Man. It's cool.
So here we are
And-
learning a move from Blanca.
I have to give just so many props to Blanca. Blanca, I remember him from Street Fighter 2, of course. He's one of my favorite
Mm-hmm.
characters from Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Seeing him pop out in this, the facial expressions, everything about him,
he's getting like
is
Hulk-like facial
nuts.
expressions, modern Hulk.
it's nuts. It looks
Yeah.
it looks realistic, man. It's absolutely insane when you meet him in the world tour mode. Wow. Wow.
Does he talk English?
Yes.
Okay. Does it at least
Yes.
sound like a Blanca talking English?
Yes.
Okay.
And
good.
he's funny, dude. He's a funny dude. And you got to see what else happened. Oh man.
Dalsim.
Honestly, my favorite place to visit. Meeting him for the first time, it's incredible. You
I
see
I gotta
how he-
imagine, because if you just think about
stretch arms,
Dalsim
stretch
in the
legs,
games,
everything.
yeah, and then to be able to interact with the character versus just fighting him like you do in Street Fighter 2 and 3.
When you're in the world tour mode, you get to learn
Mm-hmm.
a lot about the characters. This isn't just about walking up, getting an interaction, getting a little chat box. No, dude, you get cutscenes, you get art, you get so much stuff for each character in this game. It gives you more appreciation. So this, I don't know what the hell this is.
There's a frigging bull in
There's a
here.
bull.
Now I see it
That
says
has
it's
to-
Ryu versus a CPU level 4. So
This
is that a bullfighter that Ryu is fighting? Maybe? I don't know.
Well, it looks like Ryu and Ken, maybe.
Could it
That
be
looks
Ken?
like that-
It won't let me
That
zoom
does
in,
look
so I
like
can't
Ken, but
tell.
I don't know what that bull's doing, and that background is completely new to me. So maybe that's something I have not experienced yet. But wow, I'm interested, man. I want to see what's going on with that. But guys, give it a chance. if you have not touched Street Fighter in the longest time, again, like me, I loved Street Fighter 3. That was it. I didn't care for 4. I didn't care for 5. And I honestly wouldn't care for 6. But it's the point that they added such an amazing mode. They added this world tour mode that gives you such a big appreciation for all the characters and just a different type of gameplay. Like Yakuza. It's a different type of game. They could have took World Tour, not even call this Street Fighter, and it would have been a great game. So, guys, give it a try. It's definitely worth the money. There's so much you could do. Again, for veterans and for someone new, you're going to love it. You are absolutely going to love it. And if you don't, well, call me out and say this game sucks, because this game really does not, which is why I say it is game of the year. It's why I told Rascal it's game of the year for a fighter. I got to see what happens with Mortal Kombat, but as of right now, this is great. Absolutely great.
From what I've played, it looks great. I may pick up the demo right now. I'm trying to keep my games limited to 4 or 5 at a time, because God forbid when I get rid of these four or 5 and I go back into Devil May Cry, guess where I'm going to be? Oh, how do the controls work? How do the moves work? Oh, shite. So I'm trying to keep myself focused here. Right now, it's Last of Us Part 1. It's Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I've got that strategy game that I'm playing, Advance Wars 1+2. And then I'm going to be playing, of course, Heavy Metal Titans. And so, yeah, I'm going to...
Dude, I wish Capcom would be like, oh, Sean, shield the hell out of this. Yeah. Not happening, man.
I definitely would. So, but I definitely will pick up the demo to see more of what's going on. I don't know if the demo shows open world or not. I don't recall if that's, what is in the demo. It doesn't say on Steam what the demo includes. I do recall that one image I had shared with you on Discord, where basically, the demo was over and Ryu was hugging everybody. He gets to play with them, and
and before I forget, you
go ahead.
You could give gifts. You could find these merchants in other areas, and you can find certain gifts that other characters will appreciate too.
Legend of Zelda, by the way, guys. Okay.
That's I didn't even notice your shirt, man. Your microphone was in the way. I didn't even see that. That's great. That's awesome. But you could give gifts to certain characters, and that will increase your bond. So you have to get a bond with these characters, and they'll teach you different moves. You could take those moves, put them to your customized character, and then fight people. Let's say you like the flame from Dalsim. You like the what else is out there? The kick from Ken.
Okay, a total timeout. Is he for real? Is Steel Panther on America's Got Talent?
Yes.
That's got to be funny as hell.
It was, dude.
I mean, because Steel Panther is hilarious. If you let them go, they are hilarious.
They toned it down slightly.
You'd have to. You'd have to. There are some videos on YouTube. I'm surprised YouTube lets play.
I play them all the time when I'm at the bar. They're on the touch tunes all the damn time. Yeah, dude. I absolutely love Steel Panther. I've seen them live. Live is nuts. Live is nuts.
Yeah.
Steel Panther is great nuts.
Yep.
But yeah, man, they're a great band. They were on, what is it? What's it? America's Got? I think it was America's Got Talent.
And they just came out with a new album like in the last year, didn't they?
Don't know. I don't know. I want to say yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But yeah,
dude, there are some really, really evil songs. Some videos are even as evil as the songs. I mean, basically, if nobody knows who Steel Panther is, they literally started out being a parody of hair bands. Straight up went ahead and made themselves look like if you took Rat, Poison, and Warrant, put them in a blender, and poured it into a pretty glass. Boom. That's exactly what they did.
That's the perfect way to explain who Steel Panther is. Yes, dude, they're great. I love them. They're absolutely incredible.
And when they're not doing their parody songs, they actually are a pretty solid band. And I've seen them, I don't know if some of the concerts you saw, they would do covers of some of these bands I just mentioned and fracking nail it. Okay.
Yo, all right.
Steel Panther. I'm sorry to say this,
That's
Warrant,
perfect.
but because Janie, yes, because Janie Lane is no longer alive and not a Warrant, and trust me, the new guy in Warrant does a pretty fracking good job because I watched him twice in concert on the Kiss cruise. I guarantee you, Steel Panther could do Poison, Warrant, Rat, and all those bands I mentioned. They could
course.
do it perfectly. Cinderella. I mean, these are all hair bands I'm mentioning that
Definitely,
they
100%.
totally nail. Totally.
They're a blast, man, and they appreciate their fans. I remember them
Yep.
bringing a kid up on stage. I want to say he played guitar, but man, what a blast! Yeah, it was guitar because the guy was like, "What the hell is this? Really? You're gonna take over the band?" Like it was wild, dude. A kid.
I cannot
The
I
kid
cannot
must be
say
like
some of the
13 years
names of
old.
these songs. I can't. I'm
yeah.
going to let you guys read them yourselves
Yeah.
as I go ahead and show my YouTube search for Steel Panther.
Yeah.
And if you can read those,
That fourth one on the left, I play all the time.
it's
the time in the
hilarious.
bar.
It is. It
That
is.
is a great song, dude.
Actually, one of the ones I like a lot is not on this list.
Does it start with W?
No, it's the
I was
one
gonna say,
about.
it's Weenie Ride.
No, it's the one about the girlfriend. No, yeah, there it is. If you really, really love me.
It's dude, all their
If
songs.
you really,
are
really
great.
love me is hilarious. And I'm not going to even name that one right there that I'm
Yeah.
highlighting. I'm not saying that out loud,
The band is
but
great.
they
Guys,
are
you gotta-
hilarious.
you
They
gotta
really
check
are.
it out. You guys got to check it out. It's funny as all hell. It's really good.
And it's funny because if I'm correct, they literally started out doing this just to totally be a parody and to go ahead and
Oh,
be
they're
seen
huge
for that.
now, man. They're huge right now. They're such a great band. I love them. I can't wait to see them again live. It's so good. But yeah, guys. Besides that, Street Fighter 6, go get it. It's worth the money. It's a blast. If you're new to it, you're gonna enjoy it. If you're a veteran, you're gonna enjoy it too with the arcade mode and everything else. So pick this game up.
And with
Street
that
Fighter
demo on
6.
Steam being free, you can't go wrong. So,
Okay. Hope you're ready.
oh heck, get rid of that. I hate when things
Head,
just
you
autoplay.
never check them out. You're gonna love them. I guarantee.
Oh
You're gonna.
dear God, yes, head shake. If you love 80s hair metal and you love parodies, what was that one movie / band that kind of parodied rock and roll? There's everyone's gonna hate me for not getting off the top of my head. My Marshall amps, they are custom made. They go to
All I
11.
can think of, the master of parodies is Weird Al. That's all I can.
No. Just think of that line, guys. My amps, no, they're louder. They go to 11.
Jack Black.
Nope. And one of the songs I'm thinking about is called Pink Tuxedo. Someone's gonna get it right now. Parody on rock and roll bands. It was a movie. It was a band that actually. Thank you.
Spinal
This
Tap.
is Spinal Tap. Boom. Think Spinal Tap hair bands. 80s done. 80s 90s. That's where this went. And if you know some of those Spinal Tap songs that are a little provocative, very
Oh,
provocative.
now they're all coming in. Look at Spinal
Yep.
Tap. Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap.
Then yes, this band is totally that for hair metal. Total 80s, 90s. And I worked in this business during those times. I worked with some of these bands I mentioned. So seeing some of the stuff that they parody in these videos happens in real life. I'm not kidding. Just it happens in real life. There's no. I'm not going to say anything about inflatable pools in your house. Never happened. I will never divulge that happened in real life.
You don't do that on Twitch?
Huh?
You haven't done a Twitch stream doing that yet?
No.
That's how you get views, man. Like, here's the Last of Us in my hot tub.
No. I'm not going to, say that I used to drive people home from our house because, the bandmate I lived with was kind of like, "Can you just please get her out of here, please? She's annoying me." It makes fun of those kind of scenes. All their videos make fun of those kind of things. And the funny thing is that being in that business, I laugh my ass off because 9 out of 10 things I see in their video are kind of like, I remember that. I totally remember that. They're not making this shit up.
Nah.
I swore we weren't going to go off topic, right? I
got-
swear we
I'm-
weren't.
I'm
But you know what?
looking-
It's only an hour and a half, and we're actually pretty good on the show notes so far.
Head shake. You're not going to believe this, man. When Arcade 1-Up came out with their Atari cab, this is when I found it at GameStop.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
All the titles on this hat are on that machine, which I was just lucky to go to a
Hold
GameStop.
it. Come a little closer so I can say that again. Yeah, that's the 12-in-1, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
So,
cabinet that's hiding back there in the corner.
I have not seen it again after I seen the hat there. They had 2 left, and I bought it, and that was it. So I haven't seen it since, man. It's the whole hat, wraps all the way around, even on the back. I love this thing. It's awesome.
I've seen other stuff related to the 12-in-1. That was my my gateway drug. The family got me that for Christmas. I mean, by the family, I mean they said they're going to pay for it. I drove, picked it up, brought it in the van, and wrapped it myself. But that was the beginning of my arcade stuff here at the house.
Well, I had the Killer Instinct 2 that came from the arcade by my house with the original cabinet, but then the Atari 12-in-1 is what got me into the 1-Ups. I found it at Kohl's. I think it was a Black Friday sale, and I went up there, man, and I made sure I got that. And then since then, that's when I got the Street Fighter 2. Then it went to Final Fight. Then went to Mortal Kombat. That's when my addiction started.
Oh man, this listing ended when? Oh man, that was just on eBay for $20.
Rich Odello, awesome. Wait,
It
what?
was literally that hat was literally on.
Rich Odello has it. Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
it, man. $20. Yep.
It's sold now, but yeah, that was on eBay for $20. Make you holla.
Damn. Get it. Matching hats.
It is a pretty cool hat. I'm looking at it, and
It is, man. I love it.
If you look at it close up, the designs behind the stitching just look killer. And again, those are some of my favorite games. Asteroids, yes. And again, on that cabinet, it's Asteroids played with buttons, not a joystick, the way it's meant to be. Centipede, Missile Command. These are all games I grew up on, so totally digging that. I mean, there's some other games in that 12-in-1 that aren't my thing. Major Havoc, Crystal Castles, not really my thing. But yeah, those top 3: Asteroids, Centipede, Missile Command.
Oh, look. It was head shakes.
Let's see.
No.
He was
You gotta-
located in
You
Tacoma,
had to go on
Washington.
eBay.
Head shake.
Not head shake. You had to go on
Does
eBay.
does Tacoma, Washington ring any bells with you? Just asking. Now I gotta look that up. Atari Snapback hat. Let's see. Atari Snapback hat. See if any more is selling. Just the regulars. Oh wait, hold on. There's one right now, pre-owned. Yeah, that's it. Share the screen again, Scott, because this is what you do for your fam here. Bada bing, bada boom. Is that the one I want to share? That is.
See, Atari Snapback adjustable hat, baseball cap with lice. Just kidding.
There it is. $18.99, folks. Go
Yeah,
jump
dude,
on
see,
eBay
look at
if you want to
see,
have that
look at-
hat.
Look at the back on that. I love like the whole hat, man. I love it. It's just the whole thing.
Coming from Groveland, Florida. Oh, man.
Yo,
that-
go down, go down.
Which one do you like?
Oh, those are like the flat bill. Oh no, I mean like the Atari one's nice, but
Oh, this is a, let's see. Yeah, it's flat bill also. Yeah.
oh, that's a what do you call it, man? That's like
Pong.
Not
Or
Pong.
Breakout. That's Breakout.
Breakout. Yeah,
It's
that's
Breakout,
cool.
yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, $16. That's not bad. eBay's the way to go, man.
Actually, Atari had a whole bunch of stuff for sale on their own website recently. Wouldn't be surprised you go to the Atari website because they have a lot of stuff going
Instant
on.
wash, yeah.
I mean, 50th anniversary was just behind us, so
Head grease is free.
okay. I'm gonna say here's the only other one that actually is as good as the one you're wearing. All right, I hate to do this to you. Boom. Look at that one.
Mine's cooler. No way. Mine's cooler, man. Nope.
I think it's equally cool. I mean, look at that.
Nope.
All the controllers, the 8-bit stuff going on. I'm digging it. I'd wear that half the time.
Well, go ahead. You get that one. Go get that one. Go get this one. You get that one.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so I think we kind of totally went in with the
Hey, man, I got
the
hyped for Street
6.
Fighter. It's again, I'll end it as buy it. Just buy it. You're not going to be disappointed. Seriously. If you're new, again, to Street Fighter, if you haven't played it since Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, you're going to love it.
This is sweet. You know what, by the way, guys, anybody who wants to buy stuff for a gamer, flat out, the best time to do it is Black Friday at GameStop. Hands down, usually tons of shite on sale that you would not believe. We walk in there ourselves, me and my wife, and get stuff for our family.
Wait,
whether
where?
It be
Where'd you say?
GameStop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, not my favorite place in the world, but trust me, you go there on a Black Friday, and stuff is on sale big time. You know, and then you walk in there and you find things like, Super Mario socks. Sure enough, I have 12 long socks and 12 short socks in the Super Mario world from that place. So many Zelda things that I've gotten there, water bottles and things like that. People get me or I get them. Perfect place to go get stuff. Totally is.
So, speaking of sales, I mean, this show's going to go until 2 in the morning. Speaking of sales,
We're still not doing bad. It's only 10:35.
okay, not bad. IGN. Has anyone bought the IGN sale that was last week? It was like 80% off, up to 80% off. There was so much stuff, man. And
I don't know which sale you mentioned that before, and I looked through
dude,
my emails.
I went crazy. I went absolutely crazy. And all those all the what do you call them? The pixel frames. I had this
Pixel frames,
not
not Pixus. Are you talking about the shadow box ones?
Those the shadow boxes, dude. Normally they're $30. IGN had them for 14, so I went nuts, dude. I must have bought at least over 20.
And there are some killer shadow boxes out there in the world.
There were some nice ones, dude. From Battletoads to Contra, so much stuff.
The Contras and the Castlevania ones are awesome.
I got Castlevania. Dude, there was I even forgot what the hell I even bought. I seen them all. I was like, all those shadow boxes, give me buy. I want them all. And I hit IGN up today because I haven't heard anything since May 26th, and I'm like, oh man, what's going on? And they said they had such a huge demand for the sale. It's going to take maybe up to 4 weeks for them to ship out. So for anybody out there who bought anything from the IGN sale, it could take some time to get to you. But yeah, man, I spent too much money on those.
Yeah, there's a company that does a whole lot of those, and I can't remember the name of that company. I know me and Antihero, talk back and forth about them all the time on those pixel frames.
You know what, dude? Really quick, I'm gonna get off camera because I want to get something up there for Headshake. I have a.
Go ahead.
I want to bring it up here to show him. So 1 minute, I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'm gonna do a quick search inside one of the Discords. That is the MCAP Corner Arcade. That Discord is listed inside our show notes every single time, our show description. And I'm gonna do a quick search for pixel frames and see if I can find the name of the company that does those. Nope, that didn't show anything at all. I'm going to search for Castlevania because that will show lots of stuff, but it should show some of the pixel frames me and the guys talk about here. I can't find the name of that company. This is a shame because I like to share it with you guys as I share everything, of course. But yeah, if I find it, I'll show it in the next show or put a post out for it because there is a whole bunch of stuff. Let me just say frame. Looking one last time. Let's see here. All right. Nope, I got nothing. Can't find it for you guys. I apologize. It's usually some good stuff. This website. Next time I do see it, I will bring it to your attention. But the kind of stuff we're talking about, let me just bring one of these online here, is these kind of shadow boxes. They have, kind of a little depth to them, some things up front, some things behind, and those things are totally cool, displayed on your wall. I've seen some of these that totally look awesome. Let's see here. Can we see what they look like, the shadow boxes? Yeah, glad you said that. That's what I'm talking about here. Let me go back and see if I can find some more of these shadow boxes really fast in my search.
Here we go, buddy. I have here's Street Fighter 2.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me just show them, some of these here. You can see some of the different.
Yeah, dude. I got the Castlevania one. I got the
this 2012 one right here is badass.
Man, there's a lot I got.
Hold on. Share this tab instead. Look at that one.
I think I got that one.
All right. So this says it's made by a company called Pixel Frames. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
They are, yep.
And let's get you going worldwide here. So
here it is. So
hold on a second. I need to make you go worldwide. Remove me.
Whoa! You're completely gone. Yeah, guys. Here is Street Fighter. Oh, there's a bad glare.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, that Street Fighter one is awesome.
Can you see it? There you go. You can probably see, that looks good like that.
Yep.
But yeah, it pops out, man. It looks really good. That's the Street Fighter pixel frame.
Oh yeah, you totally see it as you're switching. I mean, we're not talking lenticular 3D. We're talking stuff that is layers upon layers.
Yep.
That is in there.
So that's one of them. And here is the Streets of Rage. This is my favorite one, dude. This is really cool. Look at that.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I bought these two and they're so worth it. So $14 a piece. Hell yeah, man. So I see them on Amazon, $30. Nah, I wasn't gonna spend that much, but when I seen the IGN sale and all of them were on sale, yeah, I wanted them all. Oh, and I got the Battletoad. I got that one. I got the Battletoads. I got a ton, man. I can't wait to show them off to all of you. I got the Sonic. I got the Mega Man.
Let's see what the Tetris ones look like. Let's see here.
I want to say I got the Tetris.
That doesn't.
I might not have.
That doesn't look as good as the other ones.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, I got that. Yeah, dude, I got the Mega Man one, the one that's up there. That just changed. I guess there's tons of different ones. Sonic the Hedgehog, I got a few different ones. Mega Man, I got a few different ones. Contra, I got a few different ones.
Yeah, they have a lot of Contras and Castlevanias in
There's a lot, man, and that's why I just took advantage of it. I'm like, are you serious? Normally these are $30 and they're down to 14. Yeah, give me all of them. They're easily wall mounted. You could right back here, as you can see, easily wall mounted. But yeah, dude,
you can see the layers in this one. Look at that one.
Yep, I'm hooked on them, man. They're so nice.
Yeah, you got Anti-Hero on the Discord loves those to death.
You got to appreciate them in person. Like seeing them right there, you really can't appreciate that. Like, looks cool, but when you see it, in hand, man, it's cool.
Totally.
Night Trap, hell yeah.
Yep. All right, back to our game notes. All right, so moving on. We've killed Game of the Year. You heard it here probably first. That fighting game of the year on the Video Game Awards will probably be Street Fighter 6.
Dude, I'll put money on it. It should be. It definitely should be. Street Fighter 6 Game of the Year for a fighter. Yes. And again,
Do you hear that horrible sound?
Ugh.
That's a horrible sound, right?
It is bad, man. Ugh.
I'm gonna have to refill that for streaming tonight.
Yeah, I'd say.
And Headshake is correct, man. They are perfect for decorating. I've got
Dude,
a lot of decorations around here,
amazing
but those
decor
are
for the
great.
inside. Hell yeah. And they fit perfectly on top of your one-ups. No joke. That's where I have the street
Well, some one-ups will require a flat shelf change.
with
There's a company out there that does flat, backs for them.
with the Street Fighter the Legacy Edition. That Street Fighter one I have on top of there, and it fits perfectly. Just because the light up marquees are thicker. So if you have like one of the old cabinets, it's not going to work. But if you have one of the newer cabs with a thicker marquee, it's going to work. You can just pop it right on top of there.
I forget the name of the company that makes those cool Retro 530. So if you guys are interested, this company makes some really badass shelves. Look at that plexi and lit up. I think you can. Can I go through those? Yeah. So it has some different size shelves, plexi, LED strips. And sure enough, look at that.
That is really nice.
That's how it looks from the back.
Damn. Yeah, man,
And
that's sick.
they have a whole bunch of different ways you can do it. They even list here the ones that are different. Legacy, Capcom, Street Fighter 2, blah blah blah, Defender. They tell you which ones to buy. And I think it starts at $25. So if I said 3 pieces, plexi and LED,
Man, you're giving me ideas. I don't know.
RGB setup.
Black light do anything for the shadow boxes? Good question, man. I gotta.
I don't think they do. No. Shadow boxes actually show up best, and this is going to sound weird, but if you have actually bright light pointing at them at an angle. So if you had track lights coming down at an angle where it could cast the shadows themselves, hence why they're called shadow boxes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's where it goes ahead and shows itself off the best. So, all right. So
nice, Richard Dello. Awesome.
Yeah, that's where Rich Waddell, he's the last person I know that talked about it. All right, so a couple other topics we had on the list tonight, besides the roundup of Lightning Round, which isn't too big. Quest 3 was announced last week.
Take my money.
Meta.
Take my money.
So we're looking at 40% slimmer than the Quest 2. By the way, our Quest kind of got a little bit slimmer recently. We noticed that, and this is something that's common. We have that the high-end strap from them, the Elite strap for the Quest 2 with the battery pack on the back. Being that that's hard plastic, it has developed a crack that, thank God I saw it. My wife's been using the Quest 2 more than me lately due to my injury. So I looked at it just blindly for a second, and I saw that this thing was 80% cracked down the side of the band. Literally, if she would have used that thing another once or twice, it would have fallen on the floor while she was working out.
What?
It's a hard plastic on those Elite headbands. They get brittle over time. So we are now just using the Quest 2 with the regular default head strap it came with, which unfortunately, without that extra battery on the back with the Elite pack, is now front heavy. Because that's one of the things that the Elite Plus battery thing did was counterweight things. So it actually did not feel like you're pulling your face forward. So we're torn now because we're like, do I replace that battery strap? That's $130 or something. Or do we just suck it up, use the built-in battery, deal with this front-facing...
Till the 3 comes out, man.
Till the 3 comes out at $500. Granted, they've already taken what the 128 gig model is now $300.
Yep.
Which is what the 64 used to be.
It's so worth it, man.
But I'm pretty sure I can still probably sell a Quest 2 128 gig later this year for $150.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
So, between that, a little bit of upgrade...
And if anyone here hasn't ventured into VR yet, now's your perfect time, even with a Quest 2, to spend that much money and get in there, man. There's so much stuff out there, so many great games to experience. Check it out.
God darn it, this is sucking really bad. So not only is it going to be 40% slimmer than the Quest 2, the AR Which actually in the past, let's be honest, the Quest
The
2
the color stuff. I mean, it's whatever, dude. I'm fine with the black and white when I'm like in the pass through. That's fine.
Well, I mean, that's to see things around. I think they're trying to, and they've, by the way, have been, if you haven't watched, they've been very vague about the Quest 3. They've literally shown us a little bit of what the outside looks like. They've told us a few things, but we don't have specs. We don't have, all this stuff. They literally say it's going to have better AR, which is, full color pass through versus the black and white. In the past, the black and white pass through was meant for you to go ahead and quickly just tap tap and see your surroundings, just so you don't trip over the dog or whatever the hell, or some kid rolled a ball in front of you. Oh shit! So that's what that's usually for. It was not even good enough for you to look at your watch or your phone to look at a message. It was that low quality. It's just enough. I mean,
okay. I see. Okay, I see why that would be better. You're
What?
just like, okay, double tap. Look at your phone, because the phone did suck. You
Oh, yeah,
really couldn't
yeah, I mean,
tell what was on
li-
your phone.
lit-
But
literally
if
what
you're
it
able
look-
to actually see, if there's like a camera that actually see how good everything is, yeah, that'd be great.
because the current pass through mode is very black and white. Picture watching one of those TV shows where they've got a nighttime camera, not the kind of green ones you see the military using, but just watching something at night in with this camera. It's all just a really grainy black and white kind of thing. That's what the pass through mode is in the Quest 2. So they're promising color pass through, and they again claim better AR. And AR, for anybody who's not experienced it in any way, shape, or form, picture Pokemon Go. When that first came out, you could take your phone,
yep.
you could look at the street in front of you,
I
you could look at
miss
your
that
friend,
so much.
and you can go ahead and have your favorite Pokemon right next to your friend and take a snapshot of it. Or you could throw a Pokeball and catch them right there in the real world. That was AR, augmented reality. And they're promising that to get better. Other than that, the facts are coming this fall. No, not even a month. And then
I had to highlight that, dude. Maybe maybe you got to mod one of your cabs and just.
we've
pop
got a mini
something
fridge
in there.
upstairs. It's funny you mentioned that, because that mini fridge ended up getting a lot of ice in the back of it, and we were slowly defrosting it, slowly, and we finally pulled the plug on it and let it fully defrost. The damn thing leaked out the back into the cabinet we had it in. So I had my nephew come over last night. I said, just pull that thing out. We're gonna put a fan on there and pray that the cabinet, the custom wall to wall cabinet I built for a what do you call it? Kind of like a butler's pantry / whatever china cabinet. Mix those two together. That's what I designed. But it's built out of the same kind of material as, let's say, your iArcade or your Arcade 1-Up is. Get it wet too much, it's going to go ahead and expand. So we had to get that hauled out of there. Yeah, I do need a mini fridge down here. We've been looking at it. The thing is, I'm spoiled. I typically, and if I'm not drinking in this, Tanya, is I am drinking in a very nice bourbon glass with a 2-inch ball of ice, and letting that melt slowly so it doesn't water down my drinks.
What about that?
I'm listening.
That Xbox mini fridge that's going really, really low right now for sale. You could easily put your ice cubes in there or whatever you got to do and make your drink. I think it used to be like $100 and some, man. Now it might be like 50 some bucks, maybe even cheaper. It looks like it looks like the Xbox Series X.
I don't know what you're talking about. It only came out 2 years ago, and it looks a lot like that.
That's what it was. And it used to, and it was on sale, dude. It wasn't $100. It used to be like 50. So I'd say that might be the way to go.
We'll see. We've been looking at some classic Coca-Cola mini fridges and stuff like that, or some kind of refrigerators that are modeled like you would see on the old TV shows, like Leave It to Beaver and kind of stuff.
I gotta answer this. How much are those games on the Quest 2? Well, there is a lot of deals that come out for the Quest 2, but I have to still say one thing I will always support is VR chat. VR chat is free, and there are so many amazing worlds to check out in VR chat. There's games. There's just, if you want to visit Blockbuster, do it. Want to visit Kmart? Go there. There's just so much awesome environments to check out with your friends, and even yourself. There's a lot of free stuff. Poker, was it Poker VR Stars? Poker Stars VR. That's incredible, and that's free. Again, Headshake, a lot of stuff out there, free and on sale, that you can enjoy.
And Jason, I agree with you. AR is going to be something that's going to kind of have to grow with you. To me, the coolest AR I can think of would be if I had a coffee table in front of me and you and I were going to go ahead and play a board game, and it literally put the board game in 3 dimensions on that table, so you and I could play a board game, moving the characters and all sorts of stuff. That to me would be the perfect AR scenario. Al asked a question about what games are coming out on Zen. I'll hit it. Nope, you hit it. So that's kind of on our list. I'll jump there because I'm almost done with the Quest 3 anyway. At $500 is the starting price, coming this fall, and the things that I said. That's all we know, man. Zen actually had an announcement today, and they'll have a bigger one on Thursday, the 8th. So let's throw this up on the stream. Lynn, one of the two guys we see a lot of from Zen, Lynn and Akos. So Lynn was doing a kind of, I guess he called it a quiz, trivia quiz in Discord live this morning. It happened at 9:30 Pacific, and he made a whole new channel just for this quiz. And he was throwing out clues on this bingo card you're seeing. So this bingo card started out just saying powerful nature, far and beyond, and chop chop. And then he would go ahead and each of those squares give us a clue, like a Jeopardy clue, that we'd all be guessing and wondering about until we finally got the answer. Then he'd pop it in here, and these all filled themselves out. These are for the 3 tables being released on the 8th of June. And out of those 3 tables, 1 is a Williams table, and 2 are Zen Originals. The first column is the Williams table. So looking down this one, Powerful Nature, Vent, 6, Euler's Disc, that was a weird one, and Tornado. It finally ended up that, yes, this is the game Whirlwind. So this is the Williams table Whirlwind being released.
Tornado was a giveaway.
Yep. Being released this Thursday. Matter of fact, Lynn later did a live stream on Twitch. Totally dressed for the part. He had on a poncho. He had a fan blowing in the background and stuff. Kind of looked like he was in a bad storm. Kudos to you, Lynn. You did a great job. The other 2, we don't know. But those 2 columns, the second and third column, are going to be Williams Originals, Zen Originals, announced and released on Thursday. Looking at these things, what do I think the third one is? I'm totally going Kill Bill. That would be a totally good choice for that table. Because Vengeance was a big part of that movie. And I think there was some Harry Carey in there. She used a katana, and it was done in the form of a samurai. So we'll see.
I thought you were talking about the second category. I'm like,
no,
Abraham Lincoln had a samurai. I mean,
the second category, I don't know. I put a guess out there, and Lynn wouldn't tell me if I was right. But there is this old game, and he goes, "These aren't exactly it." But there's this game that came out. It was a It was a strategy game on Nintendo Switch called Code Name Steam, Steam. It was a steampunk game, and Abraham Lincoln was the secret leader or the guy who ran this group that went out and did things. And they were, again, very steampunk. And again, Jules Verne, Nemo, air balloons. When he said air balloon, I was thinking airships, zeppelins. What else do they go by the name? Blimps. So I don't know. We'll see what it's going to be. But that's going to be on the 8th. So 2 more days, only a day and a half left, and we will know what those last 2 tables are. So that answers that
I
question.
tried using AI. I asked AI that question with those little topics, and it doesn't know either.
Oh man, did I get rid of the slideshow? Good, I hope not, because there was something else in the slideshow I wanted to show. Two more things. All right, so that goes over that. That kind of jumped away. And then we had, and this has spawned or spurned a lot of controversy, a lot of comments, is that other AR, VR, they're calling it XR device that was announced this week. And Sean, even you spent a little bit of time looking at this, even though you're not an Apple fanboy. And this is the Apple Vision Pro XR headset. Now, I'm just going to throw the first thing out there. $3,500. Okay. A lot of freaking money. And if you sit there and go, well, the Quest 3 is only going to be $500, and the PSVR 2 is this much, and even the the Meta Pro, this, that, or the thing that Steam has, the Valve, whatever.
But look what happened with Vive, dude. Vive was such a big amount when that came out, and look where that ended up. Like, there's such huge discounts that happen when those releases come out. But again, the specs on this are wild. Which
they're outrageous, and it's funny though, because there's a couple of things came up, and the first thing anybody that came to me goes, "Oh, I think it's just too darn expensive." Okay, guys, it has two words in the title: Apple and Pro. If you put those two words in the title of any device, it's expensive. What did people say when the AirPod Pros came out? Boom! Don't even ask me about the MacBook Pros. I mean, you could drop $4,000 on a MacBook Pro right now, flat out, easily. So yeah, and this is first gen.
He's right.
I don't even remember what my first iPhone cost me, but it was a hell of a lot.
He's right. I'd rather put that money towards a Quest 3 and a PSVR 2, because PSVR 2 has been great so far. Quest 3, I could just imagine how great that's going to be. Yeah, man. Put your money.
And again, but again, I'm not defending it, but I'm trying to make sure that you differentiate it. Those two devices are aimed at gamers, flat out. I mean, PSVR is 100% aimed at gamers. The Quest 2, yeah, it's got the fitness stuff and some other entertainment and this and that. Still primarily aimed at gamers. Always has been. What they actually call this, and I'm quoting this from a press release, the Apple Vision Pro XR headset is a spatial computer for productivity and an entertainment device, not primarily a gaming destination. If you spend the time watching what that thing does, it's a computer on your face. Okay? And one person said something earlier today on Twitter, a guy that used to do some podcasts I used to listen to, talk about you, Dasmy, and is that if you look at the front of that thing, go look at the movie poster for Ready Player One.
Yes.
Okay? And tell me it's not it, man. It's it. It's flipping it.
Dude, I laughed. Okay, I laughed when, I seen the video, I seen the trailer, whatever it was for this, and the person's eyes showed up.
Uh-huh.
I died. I couldn't stop laughing. I was just like, okay, that's cool. But it's just funny how all of a sudden the person's eyes just show up and be like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Okay, this picture right here nails it. I was trying to find somebody who had them both at the same time. The left and the right are the Apple Vision Pro. Then the middle is Ready Player One. Okay, and if you look at the glossiness on that, one of the things it does is if I'm doing something that's total VR and immersed, it'll go ahead and do like a screensaver kind of wishy-washy thing that tells anybody who walks in front of me, I can't frigging see you. I'm kind of busy. Yep. But if you're interacting with them, it does this really weird thing where that is actually a display, and it shows your eyes looking at them, blinking at them. Yeah. It is really kind of, let's see here. Okay, that's just a Ready Player One thing. It's showing more pictures of it. No, they don't. Let's see.
I wish I had that. I would have gave you the link. Oh man, it was so funny.
Let me see.
So funny.
This is from thestreet.com. Let me see if this is a different one. Share this tab instead. I'm going in here blind, guys. See if I see any pictures. No, I don't. Screw it. All right. Be that way. I don't care. I'm going to look at one more time, hit the word images. And nope, that one I showed you is kind of the best. You know, showing it flat out like that. Oh, here's the picture of the eyes. Let's see here. It won't let me share this tab instead. Really hate you sometimes. Not you, you. This you. Not that
Me?
one. Go to.
Me?
Can you see her eyes showing through there? Let's see. Can I bring that up here? Share this tab instead. There you go. Go full screen, Scott. Share this tab instead.
Yep.
It looks a little bit creepy.
So it goes from like a cloudy thing because that's what you're seeing, and then when you're like, "Oh hi, what are you doing?" Then it decreases and it just shows your eyes. Like that's creepy, man.
Yeah, but I mean, in all honesty, you know what I thought today when people are sitting there and knocking the price and the this and that. First, it's first generation. Two, it's Apple Pro. Yada yada yada. But what I see here, this is the top of the line Tesla versus a second or third gen Prius. Because anything else compared to this in terms of VR, AR is flat out inferior in technology. Hands down.
Yeah.
Now, whether it's going to play the games you like, I don't know. But you know what? It does. I think you've seen this in your PSVR too, where it focuses where your eyes look.
Yes.
So one of the things they showed
that.
here is you see all your icons because again, this is a spatial computer. This is not tethered to anything. This is not. I mean, besides the battery, by the way, because it doesn't have a battery. It's got a 2-hour battery life on this. What looks like a portable battery you use to charge your phone that you stick in your pocket. Okay, I can get behind that. We've high quality, VR in the past was tethered to a fracking computer, wasn't it? You had to have a USB-C cable attached to your computer because there wasn't no thinking going on in the headset. So yeah, so you got a virtual computer that's doing all sorts of things. It's doing it coolly, it takes some of the steps that you've seen in your quests and your other things. Like, putting up a movie screen for you to watch. Yeah, okay, well, I can make the movie screen go, further away, closer to me, this, that. I can put backgrounds around me. You know how you take those panoramic pictures in your phone where you start like this? And you slowly follow the line?
Yeah.
Holy shite, it takes it and turns it into the biggest, curved monitor in the world. And so literally, your panorama you took, you're looking at it.
Yeah.
You are right in the middle of that panorama. Is that $3,500 worth? No. When you see the guy who's working on it as a computer, where he sits there and has, because right now I'm at a desk that has 2 screens on it. And this is what I work at primarily during the day. I look at that and I go, hold on. Are you saying if I put this bad boy on, I can still see the rest of my basement, but I'm going to see a monitor up there, a monitor up there, one over here. Oh, that's going to be my chat. And this is going to be over here. And I'm still going to be able to see my keyboard that I'm using and my mouse that I'm using. But I'm virtually seeing 5 monitors and then some. Okay, I can see productivity-wise that being pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you've seen other things in the past where Apple devices hand off. So you've got your phone call happening on your iPhone, your FaceTime happening there, and you hand it off to the MacBook so you could go ahead and have the conference there and this and that. I saw a thing where they literally, and this is kind of reminded like QR codes. You know how your phone, you look at a QR code in your camera nowadays, and you click on it and jumps somewhere and does something.
Link, yep.
She looked at her MacBook Pro, and all of a sudden, it just literally handed it off, and she looked up, and there's her screen for her MacBook Pro, and she made it bigger. There is no hand controllers. It's literally fingers. But what got me, and I don't even know how this is going to work, Sean, people were clicking their fingers down on top of their thighs, their legs. It's not in front of you're not doing this. Your hand is somewhere out of sight, just pinching, swiping, and somehow without something attached to you, it's doing it. and it integrates SIRI to do those things too. So, like I said, if I
that's okay. That's where the money's at. That's why
where it's
so much
all
money.
going. Yeah, again, you're talking the Tesla that, trust me, I want a Tesla. I can't afford 80 grand for one. So we did not get a Tesla. We spent, 35 grand or 40, whatever the hell it was, for a hybrid SUV that's going to do fine for now. It wasn't the 80 grand. If we had it, would we have bought it? Shit, yeah. We'd have bought the solar panels on here with the 2 days of battery packs, charge the shit off the sun all day long,
Damn
and
right.
frack
yeah.
all that. But I just didn't have the, 250 grand to drop on the solar panels, the battery pack, and the Tesla. So what am I doing? I'm doing what I can afford, and it's doing what I need to do. So this isn't for everybody. Totally, hands down, is not.
Oh no, dude. Even if something was what was the price at like 1,500? Even that was a high price for people to.
Well, I mean, there's phones
get
right
on.
now that are hitting 2 grand. The Pixel, the latest Pixel Fold. What is that? I think it retails at 1,500.
I'm not about those folds, man. Those things are
And if you
the
see it on
pixels or
eBay,
something. Yeah.
yeah, people are already selling their reservations for the Pixel Fold for 3 grand, or listing them for. So,
Do I see the
yep,
future of people wearing these, and then all of a sudden it's just like you're enjoying yourself, blah blah blah. You have a conversation, then your eyes.
That
show up.
is weird, because
it, man.
if you watch these videos, it literally looks like these people are wearing this thing all damn day. Okay, because one thing that didn't I can see a creepy factor, or I can see I'm a parent factor. You're watching your kids play with this stupid thing on your face. Oh, okay, I'm really into this thing. I'm in the moment. But you click a button and you're filming it. You're filming what you're seeing. Now, to me, besides the voyeurism aspect and the hot tub, whatever streams, I can totally see this being kind of cool. I mean, if I'm sitting there, on a cruise ship and I'm looking at this cool view, a lot of times people tell you, you're filming this all on your phone. You're looking at this small screen. You're not experiencing it. Well, yeah, I'm filming it so I can see it later. You're not experiencing it now. Okay, fine. I put this on, and I'm watching this cool thing happen. I'm watching whales jump out of the frigging water while I'm, on this thing. I may look stupid as shite, but I'm still experiencing it,
Yep.
and I'm filming it at the same time.
Yep.
So you look at those things sometimes and go, creepy, weird, awkward, or is it? Because
This is-
again, you're not back to the I'm staring at a 4-inch screen when there's a whole world around me. You're looking at the whole world around you, and you're recording it at the same time.
Yep.
From your point of view.
Yep.
There's so many times you film something, and go, oh yeah, there was something really cool in the top left there. I saw it, but I didn't move my camera in time. No, whatever you're filming, that is what's going to record.
Yep.
So, a lot of totally weird, different things.
Definitely
I'm looking forward to.
contact
I'm looking forward to what's
lens,
coming
man.
out.
Contact lens, definitely contact lens. That will be coming, big time.
It's funny. I told my wife one of the first AR things I can remember in a movie that was really cool was the Terminator sitting there running the specs on the people. Oh, he's this high, this high.
That's what's gonna happen, man. It will happen. Guaranteed.
You sit there and wear an augmented reality glasses or the contact lens, and you sit there and you're walking around, you see that statue, and as you look at that statue, all of a sudden it says, oh, done by so-and-so, this era, this thing, yeah.
There'll be
So
lots
that-
of UFO sightings, Jason. Just imagine all the crazy stuff that might accidentally pop up in your VR headset. You might see a UFO pop. What? What's going on? What's happening? Yeah.
All right, before I hit the last
You never know.
thing,
You never know.
you know what? We haven't given away a damn code yet tonight.
We
and
haven't.
I said we're going to have some, and I do have some. You guys let me know. Do you want a random game? I've got 3 games I could choose from, or I do have a pinball pack for Pinball FX. Williams Pinball, the Universal Monster Pack. Let's see if I can actually look that up and see what's in that. Pinball FX Universal Monster Pack. That's the FX3 version. Here is the FX version. Does it say what? It says
Ritual
Monster
Jello
Bash.
says pinball pack. Pinball for head shake.
All right, so this is valued at $8 and change, $9, whatever the heck. But I've got one available. I overbought, so my mistake ends up being your win. So I'm going to go ahead
Goofy
and
Foot says pin, baby. You gotta stop overbuying stuff, man. You overbuy way too much.
I ended up making mistakes.
Click, click.
It was FX3 conversions over to FX during the time, when they finally released it for Steam, and I had all these tables I'd bought on Epic. And Epic made it very unclear, the version as to how you bought what and this and that. So I went ahead and bought a bunch of packs that I already bought. And they were half price since they were for people who owned them on FX3. So I didn't lose a ton of money, but they were not very nice to me in the world of Steam, because they're like, oh, hey, you know our refund policy? That's if you've bought it in the last 24 hours or 48 hours. Okay, I just bought this pack this morning. Yeah, that's DLC, and you actually bought the game or started playing the game. It's a free game. All you buy is DLC. Yeah, you started playing that game 5 days ago, so we can't honor our 48-hour return policy because of that.
Wow.
Ugh. All right, guys, hashtag monster.
And
I repeat.
Tanya, you could play this on your computer. Just got to get the Steam and play it.
Yeah, the game itself, Pinball FX, is free. Steam is free. This is a $9 pinball pack for it. So hashtag monster, put that in the chat, and I will give that son of a gun away. And while we're doing that, let me talk on a few other things. So one funny thing during the keynote from Apple was they had talked about that they're going to tweak their iPhone's autocorrect feature to stop an irritating habit of replacing one of the most versatile expletives in the English language to ducking. All I have to say, Apple, is it's about ducking time. Mic drop. All right. And Steam, by the way, hey, May 31st, hey, Steam OS update. 2 lousy fixes. Still nothing in there for my game, Last of Us Part 1. Been out, 2 months now? So yeah, you're Jedi Survivor, folks. You got some driver performance improvements and a little bit of GPU crash fix and Splitgate. Nothing for me. Screw you, rascal. No one cares. Play it on your PC.
Yep.
Duck Hut for the win. Or did he mean blank hunt for the win? What else did I have about... hey, there's another thing about Steam. Gosh, let me go ahead and do that and make me the star for a change. All right, guys. So I've mentioned in the past, I've got a relationship with JSOX. They send me stuff. I do honest reviews. And they sometimes give me stuff to give away. So here's what I want you guys to think about and help me with. I need help. We've been struggling to grow the channel, to get more people to hang with us. I mean, 20, 30 of you guys hanging with us is cool. We would love to hang with 30, 40, 50 people every week, which is going to take more subscribers to get the word out. So what I want to do is figure out a way to do this. They gave me this 7-in-1 dock for the Steam Deck.
So
this is totally still sealed.
I think I have.
Look at that. That's sealed.
5 or 6-in-1, I think I have.
So this was given to me by JSOX.
JSOX is incredibly awesome, by the way.
To go ahead and give away. So I need you guys to help me figure out how we're going to grow this channel.
Put some flyers up on your telephone poles, something.
I'm going to think about myself, what I'm going to do, but you guys are here every week. What do you guys think? How can we go ahead and get more viewers here? I want to set a number and say that's when we're going to give this thing away. So I don't know. What are we at right now? I think we're at 562 or some weird number like that. And of course, our goal this year is 1,000, and the year's already half over. So
that's awesome. That is great. Love you, Carlo.
The thing you guys don't know about Carl is, no, he's not a cop. He's the one being chased. But anyway.
Dancing girls.
I have asked my wife to come down here constantly to join us on the show, but that's not working, which also fits into that category. Nope, still haven't happened. Going live an hour earlier would help. That is constructive feedback. Here's the deals for me. I actually work from 1 to 10 p.m. every single night of the week. My boss lets me off an hour early, actually an hour and a half early, so I can do this show at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'd love to go ahead and do it a wee bit earlier. It is kind of like, yeah, I can't. I can't tell my boss, can I get off 2.5 hours early to do some YouTube show. So, but I like these ideas. Will I slow down? Okay, fine.
No, that was the car.
Oh, okay. So Jason is following him. Jason's the cop. Okay, I get it. Sorry about that. Speaking of taking the damn ticket, let me go ahead and jump over here and view that. That's not working. Add to stream. All right, we only got 7 entries, man. So I'm hitting it. Go full and draw.
Karaoke duel? I'm down for karaoke.
All right, let's get my cool little notepad here. A pen.
Mike Hawk!
Mike. Look at this. I mean, Mike just comes to the show and wins like 1 out of every 3 or 4 shows. I think he's making more money on this show than I am. All right, so Mike. All right, Mike, you will win that table. Thank you for everybody who entered.
Yo, that's actually very true, Goofyfoot. That is very true.
I usually don't like the drama, but
But it could work.
what do they say? No press is bad press?
Yes.
Or no publicity is bad publicity? No, I can't do it. No, I'm not resorting to that. No console fanboy. No other people who have
He's
drama.
supposed to be blocked. We can't be talking about him. Got to block him. You can't be promoting.
Yeah, I gotta get a couple other people to give us some promos here and there and see what we can do. Hey, Mike is making so much on this. He's actually selling these codes on the side, and yeah, quitting his day job. Cool, gotcha, man. So I touched on everything Steam related. There was some last minute news there. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, a couple of games just dropped. Mystery Tower for the NES.
Papa Brad must say his ears were ringing, man. Papa Brad's he's listening. Yeah, that rang in his ears. Yes.
Okay. And last but not least, let's see here. Harvest Moon for the Super NES on Nintendo Switch Online. And the Game Boy got Kirby Tilt and Tumble and Blaster Master Enemy Below. That is all I had for Just the Facts this week.
And we love
Sean,
you, Papa Brad.
Anything I missed?
Man.
We love the Papa.
No, dude. I think we did pretty damn well. We hit up, just for people who are coming in late, please check out the... I don't know if you still have a trailer, man. The Heavy Metal Titans for Steam.
I'll go ahead and hit the two things for those who came in late. One of those things is, my browser blocked my screen. What the deuce? Okay, present, share this. First of all, if you are bored and you want to go ahead and subscribe to my Twitch channel, it's rascal_, easy to find, and you will see such things as this.
Watch this landing, guys. Watch how
sticks
awesome.
The landing. Shit.
Yeah.
Hit the wrong button. Hello.
Content.
Sorry, everybody, for me cursing really loud in your ears. That's what happens when you're not paying full attention and you press dive.
Screenshot that right now.
At the last second.
Oh, dude, we would love 1,000. You kidding? Jeez. 1,000 would be... I don't know. I don't know what the hell I do. I might just have to do a hot tub stream.
Well, we'd have to figure that out. And Papa Brad, that is a generous offer. Even if it's true, it's a very generous offer. And if it's not, it's a great thought. But yeah, we need to go ahead and see what we can do here, because it's not just you guys and us, But if we get more people in here, it's more friends. I mean, we got some recent friends in here. Carlo's only like 4 weeks into the show, right? I think it's been actually Carl's more than 4, but we had MG joining us. Tanya's joined us recently. Headshake TVs in the last couple of months. There's a lot of new friends in the family here, and I can't think of any better way to spend a couple hours, because this is basically what this is. This is not a news show. I tell my wife this is like the bar Cheers. It's where everyone knows your name. We all know each other. We know each other. I'll sit there and talk about things that Vader's doing and things like that. And so, yeah, this is what I consider this. This is hanging out with friends for a couple hours. And I can't imagine that you guys think of it any different if you're spending more than 2 hours with us. So we just want to get a little.
Which is crazy, dude. It's so appreciative. I love you all for hanging out with us for this long. It's wild, absolutely wild. I love the comments I see after the show. I love the shout outs, geared towards the show. It afterwards, it's wild, absolutely wild. It makes my day. It really does. Carlo, thank you. A lot of love from you. A lot of love from everyone in the community.
And yeah, PD7 did turn a lot of folks over to the show. So kudos PD7 for pimping us and bringing over some great people to hang with us. I did miss MG tonight. Did we see any MG action?
No MG tonight.
He said something to me on Discord earlier tonight, and that was it. Literally, he's. I don't know what this meant. This was at 9:15. He said Sean's more of a Necco wafer. Like the candy. I don't know what he meant. He just sent me that on Discord at 9:15.
I don't know what that
15 minutes into the show, he's talking
bad.
About Sean. You know why he's not here? He's probably getting that tramp stamp of your picture on his back right now.
Oh,
that's probably where MG is.
That's what's happening.
Mike, I've got a Twitter handle. It's probably just my regular name with my luck. Let me see. Actually, it might be Rascal.
Shane
Twitter.
popping in there. Look at Shane. Appreciate it, man. Give the guys a thumbs up.
Let's see here. Yeah, it is actually my name, Scott Mahan, at Scott Mahan. That is my Twitter handle. So didn't want to change it because it's been that I've been a member of Twitter since 2007. So I wasn't about to change it to Rascal just for the show. So I have no problem. People know my name. That's how you can find me on Twitter. And just to prove it that I'm not lying, bam, there he is, Rascal's Basement Arcade, at Scott Mahan. Shane, are you on Discord? Okay, cool. So again, this is family. All right, so that's what we want to do. And we'll talk it over. But do you want to, any way we can do it. I wanted to do something maybe regarding this to get to a certain milestone. Turn it right side up, Scott.
Now, again, I think I might have I forget if it's a 6-1 what, but dude, that is amazing. That I love mine. Absolutely love mine. It works great.
Matter of fact, spoiler alert, as he goes over here to reach for something Steam related.
Oh, and speaking of Steam related, I mean, yes,
this
you have your
might
Steam
be
Deck.
a little grippy case on it. Jay Sox has me reviewing that here soon, so I'll be reviewing that. One thing I liked about this, though, is that it did not fit very well. Spoiler, this is going to be in my review. Doesn't fit in the official Steam Deck dock.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy
mother.
popping in. This guy popping in here.
I've heard of this guy. P-Dubs, how the heck are you, man? So, yeah, I'll be doing a review on that.
Absolutely, check his review out on his Kickstarter for that, what was that, like that coin pusher, whatever it was. Yo, that's awesome. I want one so bad. He was lucky to get on the Kickstarter, but I want one for the house really bad. It's a nice size, man. Oh, he lucked out.
Cool. Well, Dubs, I mean, we've been doing this for 2.5 hours, but thanks, man. Hey, I know you've been busy, and I hope that your son's doing well. I haven't seen an update lately, but I'm sure you've got all that insurance crap under control, but I hope that he's doing well physically. So, just give them our thoughts and our love. So I think at 2.5 hours, because Dubs would go ahead and tell me this is way too long, that we need to go ahead and wrap this sucker up, let you guys do stuff, because I need to get a refresh on that drink. I need to do a little bit of green screen work here.
I need to beat some Street Fighter 6, and I need to start some Diablo. And I hope next week, on next week's show, because it comes out, what, the 13th, the Ally?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Doesn't the
no
Aces...
idea what you were talking about.
Yes, that too. That too, the Heavy Metal Titans, yes.
Da, da, da. I don't know. Does it? It's supposed to. That's a screenshot. Hello. Where's the actual vid?
Right there.
Not going to play the whole thing, but again, we are very excited about this coming out.
Something just wasn't right.
We're just going to go to at least 1 or 2 Shotgun Shawns.
Makes you wonder if you're going to see tomorrow. Yeah, they're coming for us. That ain't nothing new. What are we going to do about it? We're about to light up those critters.
Hey, it's me! It's me!
Okay, there's one. We need 1 more Shotgun Shawn, and then we'll stop.
Take this, man. You're going to need it.
There he goes.
Hey, it's me!
Okay.
Woo!
Didn't have to go that far to get 2 Shotgun Shawns, huh?
Yes. But hey, that's coming out soon. But also the Ally, dude. I might have... Hopefully, I can show it off. That's coming out, I believe, on the 13th. The Asus Ally.
Oh, the ROG Ally.
So I have it pre-ordered. I should have it on the 13th, which will be our next show. Next Tuesday. So we'll see. I hope to have it.
All right. So before this thing says 11:30, come on, take us out, Sean.
I will take us out, man. Let's get out of here. Please give us a like on the way out if you enjoyed the show. We really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't yet to be up to date with all the latest uploads and live shows. Join the Discord where you can BS with us and many great people in this community, especially people here in the chat. But most importantly, please block that console fanboy. Have a great week, everyone. Enjoy some great games, and we will see you next week on That Gaming Show.
All right, guys. You have a great week. We'll see you later, man.
See you.